What's up, fight fans? How y'all doing? Y'all know what time it is, baby. It's your boy Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Y'all know what time it is, man. We keep it fair and square over here, baby. I just give you my opinion about the sport that you love and I love. That's all I do, baby. That's all I do. No racist talk, no bias talk. We just keep it fair and square over here. Hey, Xander gonna beat Boots, y'all. Xander gonna beat Boots. I want to play something for y'all, and I want y'all to hear this from a fighter that's 23 years old, who ain't even been in the training camp for Boots yet. Just hear what he say now. Just hear what Xander say. Just hear what Xander say now. Watch this.
I'm gonna be ready for battle, but I'm gonna be ready for war. There's two different things in there, you know. It's a different mentality when you go in there. He's never been in a position where he had to adjust. He's always had it his way. One of the fights that people say Bruce didn't look like his usual self was the carrot fight, right? Like maybe both 1 and 2 people, kind of talk about that. Do you feel like are there things that you look at in that fight that you feel like you picked up? I mean, not just in that fight. There's a lot of things in other fights that you can pick up from. He's a fighter that looks good when he's comfortable. When he doesn't feel comfortable, when he doesn't feel like he got his rhythm, he got his range, his game plan is going according to what the corner's saying. He gets too short and really easy. And that's what happened with the carrot fight.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? A fighter 23 years old, who y'all out here saying young, ain't even been in the ring with Boots yet. Y'all got to remember, Xander called out Boots. Xander wanted Boots. 23 years old, I already see. And I've been watching tape on Boots all day, y'all, and I noticed that. I had to watch the Karen fight. At first, I didn't want to watch, but I said, no, I got to watch the fight because I know that was the fight that he had difficulty in. Boots cannot cut off a ring. Boots can't cut off damn ring at all. At all, he can't cut off no ring. He get frustrated. When he get frustrated, he started leaning in with punches, making mistakes. Boots be off balance a lot. I've seen that if you fight Boots, when Boots open up with his offense, you open up with your offense, you could knock Boots out. If Boots open up with his offense, just like Devin Haney, just how Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney. See, these supposed to be superior boxers. These supposed to be elite boxers. Most of them. If you throw with them, if you throw punches with these so-called elite boxers, you can knock them out. And Boots is one of those fighters where if you throw with him, you can knock him out. All you got to do is make Boots uncomfortable. Not let him think in the ring. You have to fight Boots. Don't box Boots. Boots love for him to stand outside and box you. He loves to stand outside and box you. Make him uncomfortable. Go towards him. Create the fight. And also this is the most major thing you have to do when you fight Jaron Ennis. Take the first round. When you fight Jaron Ennis, you have to take the first round, y'all. You have to take the first round. Jaron Ennis is coming out there for that first round. You take that first round, you go into his head. Damn, I know he got me. Even his daddy gonna say he got the first round, son. That gonna pull him towards you and make him make mistakes. See, I believe myself personally that Boots is a front runner. See, y'all don't even know that Boots was 28-0, and he never went past 6 rounds. Yeah. So that means you was fighting a lot of damn cans. You was fighting a lot of cans. You 28-0, and you fought all them fighters, and you only went past 6 rounds when you fought Karen? Boots only went past 6 rounds when he fought Karen, y'all. Karen. The guy that every time he get in the ring with, it was weight issues, and, we might have to go to 154. That Karen. The guy that wasn't throwing no punches for real. The dude that made Boots look bad. Boots couldn't cut off a ring or nothing. Boots couldn't cut off a ring or nothing against this dude. Zayaz is going to defeat him, y'all. I put the link up in the stream. You're more than welcome to come on. Please come on the channel. The link is up. Come on and discuss with your boy Easy. All comments. All comments. You will be accepted. Just be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody get blocked for having a different opinion. If you feel Boots gonna win, please come on the channel and let me know Boots gonna win in your opinion. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Truth Zone, what's up with you, brother?
Easy work, boxing. What's happening with you, boy?
What's up with you, bro?
How you doing? Enjoying the show, man. You been killing it with the content.
Yeah, man, I've been trying to do a little something, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for coming on. How you feel about the fight? What you think is going to happen between Boots and Zayaz?
I got Boots getting exposed.
Oh, you got Boots taking him to school?
No, I got Boots getting exposed, losing this fight.
Oh, can you tell the public on why you feel this way, sir?
There's a plethora of reasons. Like you said, he's 35-0. He kind of reminds me of Edgar Berlanga, how Top Rank moved him. He had like 20-something fights, all cans, and then when he finally started going the distance, I think with Steve Rose, he got exposed against that Dominican kid that Edgar fought. I forgot his name. He got exposed in that fight. So the same thing with Boots. I watched because Zayaz is a mover. He doesn't sit. He's not a sitting target. And plus, Boots gets impatient. He fights heavy on his front foot too. After he throws the jab, he doesn't bring his hands right back up right away. He fights heavy on his front foot.
Mm-hmm.
That leaves him susceptible for counter punches. And Xander Zayaz is not a supreme counter puncher, but he's a good counter puncher. And I feel like who's up on Xander Zayaz's team, they seen that. Boots got more hold. I feel like this is my honest opinion. I'm not being biased, bro. A lot of people say I'm a Boots hater, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Boots has more holes in this game than what Xander Zayaz has. This is me watching both of them fight.
True.
That's my honest opinion, bro.
True. I watched tape on them all day. I had an off day today, bro. So since I woke up, I watched Boots highlights. I've been writing down pros and cons, and Boots has more cons and his abilities than Zayaz. Boots be off balance. When Boots get frustrated, he start leaning in, throwing punches. He do this tall when he stand tall, and he'll lean in with his head over his knee.
Mm-hmm.
He can't cut off a ring.
Not at all.
He can't adapt. Now, this is something that I've noticed about great fighters. All great fighters can adapt. You didn't see most fighters who are what we call greats could be losing and come back and figure out on the stool like, damn, he beat me this way, and go out and win. I seen Floyd Mayweather losing to Zab Judah early in the first 4 rounds, and Floyd figured out a game plan himself and went out there and defeated Zab Judah.
Right, that's what great fighters do.
Boots can't do that.
Just look, the eye test, he passes the eye test. But because me and my partner, we get into arguments all the time about Boots. He's a Boots fan. I tell him, I said, Boots is not who y'all think he is, bro. I said, he's 35 fights in. You can look at his box record. I don't see any real names on there. There's no. He beat Stanley Onis. Stanley Onis was a C-level fighter, bro. I said, then when he fought Cameron, he got exposed. I said, go watch that first fight when he fought Cameron. The dude was throwing these wide-ass looking shots, heavy on his front foot. He was spinning around in circles. He didn't know what to do, no game plan. He got exposed in that fight against Cameron in that first fight. I'm telling you.
If you move your feet on Boots, that's a plus against him. He gets very frustrated. He can't cut off a ring.
He can't. And
also I saw this. Xander Zayaz. If y'all go look at his resume on BoxRec, he didn't come up the easy route. Most fighters, when they come up and they go from 1 to 15-0, they get guys with a lot of losses and bad records. Go look at Zayaz shit. Zayaz was fighting dudes that was worth fighting. He didn't have the easy way up.
For sure.
He didn't have this Boots shit. Boots, I just said this earlier, bro. Boots was 28-0 and never went 6 rounds.
And that's a detriment. People, somebody that don't really know shit about boxing will say, "Oh man, he's a knockout artist." No, that's a detriment because he doesn't have the rounds, he doesn't have the experience.
Boots
He don't know
went.
what he don't know feel like going in deep water.
Boots
So that's what we
went.
seen with Cameron. He's so used to getting these guys out of here, but you got somebody that can move around, use his feet. He didn't know what to do.
Listen, because what I'm saying is people ain't understand what I'm really saying about this. Boots went 28-0 and never went past 6 rounds. Cans.
Oh, okay.
Cans.
There's no notable names on that record, bro. Because I was talking about this on my channel the other day. I said, bro, I said, who did he fight? Lipinets, 28, 29 fights in? Who? I'm trying to think. Castillo Clay, who? That dude was 37 years old. Who else? He fought one champion. What's the dude named that Bud knocked out 10, 12 years ago? Delorme?
Tommy Delorme. Who
Yeah,
they say?
Delorme.
See, a lot of them don't know about Thomas Delorme. They don't know that Thomas Delorme was a threat. That Thomas Delorme had power when Thomas Delorme, that was a fight that Crawford was supposed to lose against Thomas Delorme. See, they don't know that though. A lot of these boxing fans that be watching now, they just be jumping on and hopping on dick and just
So
saying.
Delorme was the boogeyman back then.
Delorme was something serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Delorme was something serious. Crawford fought him on with, I think, like a short notice or something like that. Crawford wasn't supposed to. Breeders Prescott, who Crawford fight. They don't know about Breeders Prescott. They don't know about Felix Diaz.
Felix Diaz, Prescott, Ricky Bond, all threats. The mean machine, the mean machine, Fabuloskis, drop Bud.
They don't know about Victor Postal, who had Danny Garcia was a unified champion at 140. Who was supposed to fight Victor Postal. Danny Garcia ran from Victor Postal. Terence Crawford went and whitewashed Victor Postal.
Yeah, man. And,
but they don't.
It's disgusting when you got people keep trying to put Boots and Bud on the same level. Like, no, Bud's levels ahead of this guy, bro.
Bud will beat Boots, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because Bud, he'll figure him out.
And then it ain't just, off just being a Terence Crawford fan, not being biased. It's levels. And when I say levels, you got this the first thing they're gonna beat Boots with when it comes to Terence Crawford. For one, Terence Crawford mindset himself. Without his team. Now, the reason I always say fighters need to go over there and fuck with Bo McNamara because he got 3 different trainers. That's 3 different people helping you on your mistakes. That's 3 different people looking at your opponent and breaking them down and helping you figure out how to beat them. How can you beat that? How can you beat that?
Hey, them facts.
You got 3 trainers, and then when y'all come up like, okay, how we gonna beat this guy? It's 3 different dudes saying, okay, I saw this. Another one saying, I saw this. Another one saying, I saw this. We're gonna work on these 3. How you gonna lose?
Can't lose. That's why I'm saying I keep trying to get rid of them. Somebody in your chat said that was saying that Zayaz the big bad boogeyman. No, Boots had the skill set to beat Zayaz. But I'm saying for me, man, Boots, I've been watching Boots since he was for about 5-6 years now. And he's been fighting the same level of opponents for 5 to 6 years, man.
Yeah.
You can't get better like that. How you gonna iron sharpen iron? He's not gonna get better. He put in the ring with novices. And I'm not taking nothing away from, standing on this. Who else? The wrestler got the Lima. Come on, man. You moved up to fight Lima.
I mean,
come on, man.
Boots is a good fighter. Let me say this first. Boots is a good fighter. He just been pushed to a level that I feel that he shouldn't be sitting on right now. He got the skills to pay the bills. Yes, he does look good. He does look like another Roy Jones Jr. Boots is a good fighter. It's not to trash him in no way. It's just that people look at it and they say, "Oh, you're a hater of Boots." I hate the fact that he's been overrated without accomplishing any motherfucking thing.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my problem with it. You 35-0, but yet we can't name 10 fighters on your resume. We can't name 10 fighters on your resume. And the ones that we can name are either old or come on, bro. Y'all, come on, man. Come on, y'all. And then I went and looked at the amateur record. The amateur record, Boots, 58-3. He ain't even fighting the amateurs that long. Zayaz is 118 with 14 losses. More experience in the amateur career.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this easy. How do you see this fight playing out on fight night? If he don't pull out, but I heard you say he might pull out. I can see that happening too.
Oh yeah, let me say this in the video too, because thank you for reminding me that. I feel Boots and them gonna pull out. They're gonna say it's an injury or something like that because they see Zayaz as a fighter that's not willing to back down, and they thought that because he was young, he was gonna be intimidated by Boots, and he showed that hell no, he's not. And from that clip I showed y'all from when he was talking, he most definitely got Boots in his mindset to go out there and upset him. So, hold on, what was the question again?
I'm saying, I was saying, your mom might got a bad echo.
Huh?
I said, I got a bad echo.
A bad echo?
Yeah, but you said my...
Oh, you probably got the screen up, or you watching it and talking at the same time. I don't know. But what was your question?
I was saying that, how do you see the fight playing out on fight night if Boots don't pull out of the fight? How do you see it playing out on fight night?
I see Boots trying to get... I said Xander needs to take the first round. Boots literally comes out and tries to take over the first round. I watched it today, and most of his fights that I saw, he's fixated on coming out and taking the first round. I think that Zayaz, for one, should, whatever's necessary, as long as he's, being defensive and using strategy, coming behind a jab, he should push everything he has into the first round. And I think that will make a mind, change or get in Boots' head. Right. I think he'll get in his team head because normally he takes the first round. So if you take that first round from him, like, oh, he got the first round, Boots. I think that will make him more eager. Now, I would say from possibly round 2 to 3 or 4, I see Boots probably taking over from his athleticism and his movement. But if Zayaz is going to the body, the main thing Zayaz need to be focused on is the body. Take Boots' legs away. You take his legs, he dead. If you take Boots' legs, he's dead. Go early. In the later rounds, from round 6 and beyond, no, I say from round 7 and beyond, I see Xander taking over. Outboxing him, beating him, frustrating him.
Yeah, I can see that happening, man. Because if Cameron would have had some pop, Boots would have been in the world of trouble. Because he was catching him some shit in that first fight, man. So I can see that.
And also, if Boots switch, that's going to be a bad, because Xander has a great left hook to the body. So there's southpaw, which I think Boots is going to come out in southpaw, because it'll be more better for him against a right-hander. Boots gonna come out in southpaw, but he's setting himself up for that left hook that Xander got to the body. I just don't see Boots being able to pull this off, y'all. And I know he highlighted. It's nothing. I don't dislike Boots as a person. I dislike the fact of how boxing is moving people in boxing. Boots has not proved himself to get all this accolade that he's getting.
I agree with that. He basically built his name. PBC basically, he's a PBC fighter, baby. We know how the machine over there runs.
Yeah, he don't deserve the acclaim that he get, man.
For sure, bro. I couldn't agree with you no more. That's why I fuck with your content, man, because you keep it a stack, bro. And you saying things that I'm already thinking about Boots. Like, bro, he has the talent, but he just hasn't fought anyone, man.
That's just like if you see a basketball player hit 5 3-pointers in a night, And now you gonna start saying they fucking Michael Jordan?
No. Hell no.
Because that's what Boots did. You seen somebody moving and flashing. You seen the Roy Jones effect again. But what happened with Roy Jones? When them legs went dead, he went dead too.
And you know, I gotta agree with that. Because that happened with Ben Whitaker. That flash, that dude from Great Britain, when he fought old boy, it took the fight to him, all that flash shit disappeared. He got beat. You remember he body slammed to be out the ring.
Because that flashy shit don't last long. It look good when you young and you got your legs and shit. That's why it's always best to have them fundamentals. You got to have the fundamentals. You got to have the straight fundamentals. And it's like I seen some Terence Crawford say this. He said, in sparring, he said, when you go to sparring, he said, sparring ain't just about outbesting each other. He said, sometimes when I go to sparring, I just focus on my jab. I might just focus on my left hook. He said that's why it's different levels. He said you focus on your weaknesses. You don't focus on what you good at. When you go and you train and you focus on your mistakes. Where am I weak at? Do I drop my hand too much? Do I do this too much? Do I go back in a straight line? That's what you focus on when you in camp. So that's why most of these fighters can't adapt, because they only go and focus on what they're good at. Oh, you got a good left hook. Let me get 1,000 left hooks. This is what most trainers doing. No, if I was a trainer, I'm going to be on that motherfucker. Oh, no, you got a weak-ass right hand. Let me get 1,000 right hands. Let me get 1,000. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
You can't cut off a ring to save your life. Let's work on that.
Mm-hmm. That's what Booth. That's one of his cons. It's like I keep saying, I hate I gotta keep going back to this fight. Everybody need to watch that Terence fight, the first fight, man. Boots could not cut that damn ring off, man. He wouldn't even to stop smiling like Terence, go to the body. Step to his right, cut the ring off. Because Boots was not Boots or Terence. And I hate the fact that I keep saying that he was running. The man, his footwork was his head movement and footwork was crazy. Terence, that is. In that first fight, his footwork. And his head.
Oh yeah, his footwork was very well in that first, but I watched that today. Karen was moving real good. But he wasn't throwing anything. If Karen would have been a fighter with offense and footwork like that, he would have beat Boots.
Yeah, most definitely.
He would have beat Boots. And that's no bullshit, no cap. If y'all go back and you watch Karen versus Boots the first fight, that boy footwork, Boots couldn't cut off a ring. Boots kept making this, he kept doing the same mistake. Boots would throw a punch, and Karen would have been moved already. You kept seeing that Boots would be southpaw and throw a jab, and Boots already be on his side. Karen wouldn't capitalize off that.
He couldn't find him. Sometimes Boots couldn't find him, even the way he was at.
I said, Lord have mercy. I said, if this would have been another fighter who was elite with some footwork, Boots would have lost.
He probably would have went to sleep.
No, let me respond to Christopher. Christopher say, do y'all think Boots punching power is going to be as lethal as it was at 147? No. Bigger men. For one, when you go up in weight, for one, this is a guy that's bigger than you or already solidified at that weight. He done took punches from dudes who's solidified at that weight. So when you moving up, there's chances that your punches won't affect him because you moving up. You're not a solid 154 pounder. Even though we know Boots walk around at a different weight higher than that. But if Xander has been fighting guys that are legitimate 154 pounders, a punch from Boots probably might not hurt him. Now, accumulation of punches could. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no one punch knockout happening in this fight at all. Because both of these guys walk around at the same size for real. At least 190. I done seen Boots look like he be in the house spitting out cherries all day, eating cherries sitting in the house. So they both walk around about the same weight. And a lot of y'all are confused because y'all keep seeing these Boots y'all don't keep noticing that Boots keep wearing sweaters? Y'all don't keep noticing that? But y'all keep saying, oh, Xander's real bigger than Boots. Why do Boots got on motherfucking hoodies in the summertime? In springtime? Cause he big too. Why Boots training in jackets and hoodies? Why Xander training and ain't got him? Cause Boots got to lose weight too, y'all. It ain't just Xander. Boots got to lose weight too.
I want Boots to
Because
win, man, but for me, I'm gonna say this before I head out, man. Everybody listening too, man. Boots, to me, it's my opinion. Nobody get butthurt about it. Boots, to me, I've been watching boxing for a very, very long time. He's just not it, man. I'm telling y'all. To me.
hold on, bro, are you close to a microphone? Are you close to your microphone or something?
Yeah, no, I'm far away.
Oh, okay. Cause it sounds like you very close to it or something.
Look at my volume.
Hold on, I know what to do. But I just don't see nothing that you know what I'm saying, Boots could really. I don't see Boots winning this fight, y'all. And it ain't about
No,
me being biased. I think this young man coming in from what he said about him being uncomfortable and stuff like that. I'm like, no, Boots ain't gonna pull this one off. He ain't
am
gonna
I
pull it
good
off.
now?
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean,
still
yeah,
echoing.
you great now. You great now.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. Because I knew when he fought Karen, bro, and that happened, I thought to myself, I said, you know what? I knew that was gonna eventually happen the way PBC was moving him. I just don't see it, man. I just don't. People can get mad at me for saying this. Like, just Boots is not it for me, man. He's not. And I'm not saying that Xander Zayaz is, but for me, watching Boots all these years, no, he's not it. Not at
And
all.
see, and this the one thing I'm liking about the fight when it comes to Xander Zayas. This if Zayas, because this is what I think Zayas should do, right? After he take that first round, fight off the back foot and move around from your left to right, and dance around the ring. When Boots come towards you, you attack him. When he come towards, attack and grab him up and clinch him and hold his offense. If this is what we're gonna see, if Xander Zayas is a great fighter, if he can adapt and choose a new style in order to defeat a fighter. Because adapting really is just really becoming a new style or using a new style or offense to beat an opponent. So if he can take the first round, him and Boots standing in front of each other, they just boxing, he moving off the back foot and dancing around the ring, moving, frustrating Boots a little bit more. Boots can't get to him. He want to get his to get back because he lost that first round.
Mm-hmm.
Man, come on.
Easy work. And you spot on the money with you saying that he can't adapt. Because notice, remember he said he didn't get up, it was hard for him to get up and train. So him saying that means he didn't want to make the adjustment. He didn't want to go to training camp and do something, train, work on something different to beat Terence in that second fight. I mean, not beat him differently than I beat him the first time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me see what getting to the script he been getting on. What he said, I see Boots with KO from an uppercut. He has the best uppercut right now in boxing. What you feel about that, True Zone? Do you feel Boots has where you see the uppercut coming from? Hello? You there? Hold up. Hold up, it's saying that I muted you. I ain't muted. I can see the uppercut from the southpaw stance and even the orthodox stance. Yeah, I can see it from the orthodox. Boots does have a great uppercut. I like that. Yeah, Boots does has a great uppercut. You know, especially when you throw a jab at him, he steps over and he throws the uppercut. You know. That's a good point of it. You know, I wasn't thinking about that counter uppercut that Boots throw. Let me see. I think Boots focuses more on outboxing Zayas and not just chasing for the knockout. He can give Zayas a lot of problems. Boots can box, but he chasing for the knockout too much. And that's why I think that Zayas needs to take the first round, because he will end up eventually chasing Boots. He will end up eventually chasing Boots. He never fought a switch hitter that's elusive. That's true. That's another point that's not brought up. Switch hitter that's elusive. But do you notice that also when Boots is in his southpaw stance that he doesn't move? When Boots is in southpaw, he doesn't move. And hold up, what else I said? Boots, when he in southpaw, he drops his left hand. So it's ways, if you have a trainer or you have people in the camp who paying attention and watching tape, like I noticed that when Boots goes to southpaw, he drops his hand. And he doesn't move a lot. So you have to watch the tape and see certain stuff and pay attention to it. And see, this is why you're supposed to have a good team. This is why you're supposed to have, you know what I'm saying, people behind you or people in your corner who watching tape. All these fighters, like, I don't watch tape of my opponents. I would watch tape of my opponents. You should watch tape of your opponents. Why not? Don't you want to know how they gonna come or what they gonna do or what style, how they gonna look? And yeah. Let me see. Have you noticed that Xander throws very wide punches? You can see them from a mile away. I really haven't seen that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen Xander throw wide punches. If you could show what fight are you talking about where he threw wide punches? And because I've literally watched them all day. I've watched Xander. I've watched Boots. Oh, you're welcome, bro. The audio was messing up. Anytime, True Zone. Anytime. Let me see what Christopher said. I think if Boots focuses more on, I already said that. It's going to be Floyd Canelo part. What the fuck? What you say? Floyd Canelo part 2. Bro, please don't compare this fight to no Floyd, no Canelo. This ain't even on that level. This ain't on that level. This ain't a Floyd Canelo fight like that. No. No. This ain't on that level. No, these just two different fighters. They both, you know what I'm saying, are come forward fighters. They both make the fight. It's gonna be the one who makes the fight more. Yeah, but Boots is not Floyd Mayweather. Where y'all getting this from? Thinking Boots is on the Floyd Mayweather level? Because he 35-0. This ain't This ain't it. I promise you, this ain't it. No. I can't agree with that, bro. I think Boots wins, but Xander shows another flaws in Boots and Karen. But y'all gotta pay attention to something. Karen didn't have no offense and exposed Boots. Karen didn't have no offense and exposed Boots. Imagine what somebody gonna do who actually want to throw punches. Y'all just seen on the video in the beginning, this boy is 23 years old and already done figured out he ain't even been in the camp against Boots and saw Boots' flaws. Boots really don't have that many flaws, y'all, besides the fact that he off balance and he can't cut off a ring. Boots don't have that many flaws. He already noticed that if you make Boots comfortable, then you got Boots. He already noticed that. And he ain't even been in the camp for Boots yet. So you know what their strategy going to be, right? Frustrating Boots. How we can frustrate him? Not let him get what he want. First round, Boots want to come out and throw that jab and sneak the straight jab to the body. We're going to take the first round from him. We're going to make him uncomfortable by taking the first round from him. They can't fuck with me, man, when it comes to this boxing. I ain't never put on a pair of gloves a day in my life besides when I'm punching on the wall or training or some shit like that. I've been watching boxing since I was 8. If Xander and them go out there and take that first round, they going to fuck Boots and them up mentally. They going to fuck Boots' team up mentally because Boots and them literally go out there and they do whatever necessary to take that first round. The jab to the head, jab to the body, jab to the head, jab to the body. They put forth effort to take the first round. You take that first round from him, it's in his head. Damn, he got the first round. I got to go out here and do something now. That's going to make him make mistakes. See, and y'all talking about switching stances. Boots switching stances and this and that. Boots switch stances when it get difficult. Even Terence Crawford do it. Fighters switch stances when it's getting difficult, fighting that fighter in a certain stance. Go back and watch Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook. Kell Brook kept hitting Terence Crawford with them right hands. Kept out jabbing Terence Crawford. That's when Terence said, I got to switch. When you see a fighter switch, that means they're being outboxed in their original position. So all this switch hitting shit y'all talking about with Boots, y'all see him do that against cans, and y'all think that shit gonna work on everybody. It's not. See, if you notice one thing about Terence, when he switch hit, he come out in that position and stay in it. When he fought Terence Crawford, what did he do? He came out in southpaw and stayed in southpaw. Because Errol Spence wasn't doing enough or making him uncomfortable enough to have to switch position. When Terence Crawford fought Canelo Alvarez, what did he come out and he stayed in? He stayed in southpaw position. Because Canelo Alvarez didn't have the ability to frustrate or confuse or bring problems towards Terence to make him want to switch. But I want to tell you one fighter who did. One fighter that made Terence Crawford switch positions because he was confusing him and bothering him was Madrimov, and it was Kavaliauskas. When Kavaliauskas caught Terence Crawford, even though people want to say there was a knockdown, but Terence was holding on to his waist and he just went on the knee. Whichever way you want to put it, let's just say it was a knockdown. What did Terence do? He switched back to orthodox. Terence also said that the Mean Machine was one of his most difficult opponents, and he punched the hardest. So it's crazy when people go back and they talk about Errol Spence and Errol Spence fighting. Errol was the big fish, but yet Kavaliauskas did a better job than Errol Spence. Kavaliauskas did a better job against Terence Crawford than Errol Spence, so that would mean that Kavaliauskas is a better fighter than the big fish. Damn. I mean, then you can look at it in certain ways because, you know, Terence Crawford eventually stopped the hell out of Errol Spence and Sean Porter couldn't do it. Errol Spence couldn't stop Sean Porter, but Terence Crawford stopped Sean Porter and Errol Spence. They can't fuck with me when it comes to this boxing talk, bro. They can't fuck with me when it's coming to boxing talk. I keep it too trill. We don't kiss no ass over here. All boxers can get it on this channel. Black, white, purple, green. I don't give a damn. I'm tired of this little homo sissy shit going on in boxing. We're talking about some they brothers and they go to fights together and they hang out together and they dance on camera together and all this shit. And then when it's time to fight, that's my brother. We came from the trenches together. I don't want to hear that shit. We need more fighters like this Xander Zayaz, what he doing in the sport of boxing. I ain't nobody motherfucking friend, bitch. I'm coming for the head honcho. Even though they saying Boots a head honcho at 154 and ain't got no motherfucking belt. How Boots a head honcho at 154 and ain't got no title? He ain't got no damn title. How you the head honcho? The hell they talking about Virgil Ortiz and they ain't even champions. Get the fuck out of here. Virgil Ortiz ain't never been a motherfucking champion. What Sonny Liston used to say? He used to say champion. He used to say champion. Virgil Ortiz ain't never been a motherfucking champion. The fuck y'all talking about some 1 and 2 at 154. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. 1 and 2. Virgil Ortiz ducking ass. Virgil Ortiz fight everybody after a loss. I guarantee y'all right now. My right hand to the Most High. My right hand to the Most High. If you go and check Virgil Ortiz's boxing rec right now, if you look down, you will see a lot of fighters with a loss and he fought them. Virgil Ortiz don't want to fight you until you lose, baby. Virgil Ortiz don't want to fight you until you lose. Go look on boxing rec right now. Now get back on here and say, damn, Easy. You gonna say, damn, Easy, you was right. Virgil Ortiz been a pro fighter for 27 years and still ain't got. So y'all always be talking shit about Ryan Garcia. Virgil Ortiz was the first Ryan Garcia. Virgil Ortiz been boxing 27 motherfucking years and ain't got one title yet. They can't fuck with me when it comes to this boxing shit, man. They can't fuck with me, man. He say EJ still the big fish. His not. We ain't even finna. That's neither here nor there. That's not something we even need to discuss no more, brother. Yeah, we ain't got to talk about that, Woody. Xander is a big kid, too. Exactly. This ain't no short little 147 pound and he got two. Boots got 3 inches above him. They both got the same reach, him and Xander. They both the same height. Yeah. This ain't no advantage fight for your boy Boots. He gonna have to come out there and really show what time it is. You understand me? And hey, let me tell y'all this. If Boots win, y'all know how easy to do. He gonna get on here, hey, shout out to Boots. I give you your credit, my brother, because I know that wasn't no easy fight. Zayaz is not an easy fight for him. Zayaz is not an easy fight for Boots. If Boots pull this off, I rocks with you, Boots. I give you your credit. I can't give you Staniosa because Staniosa was tailor-made for you. Any fighter you see put their hands over their eyes and punch, 9 times out of 10 ain't gonna win. You see a fighter that can't do nothing but come forward, tailor-made for Boots. No boxing ability from the outside, just come forward and let me get in on you. No, that's tailor-made for Boots. You said EJ is the big fish placed on the wall. Yeah, which means he dead and he hanging up in somebody's motherfucking man room, man cave. EJ ain't no damn big fish. Especially not now. He's canned tuna. That's what I'm finna eat tonight. I'm finna go in there. I got some eggs, but I'm finna eat me some tuna fish tonight. He's canned tuna. Y'all need to, all the Errol Spence fans, y'all need to be worried about Tim Tszyu. I think Tim Tszyu is going to whoop Errol Spence's ass. I think Tim Tszyu going to make it do what it do. You understand me? He done been in the ring. He ain't got no rust on him like Errol Spence. Errol Spence in July, when him and Terence Crawford fought 2023, July 26th. That's going to be 3 years. If it go past July, y'all, he ain't fought. he gonna get his ass whooped. He fight Tim Zoo. Errol Spence one-dimensional. Y'all seen it. I told y'all that for 5 years, and I came out victorious when I kept telling y'all that Errol Spence was gonna get the shit beat out of him, but y'all didn't want to believe. Y'all want, matter of fact, if y'all think I'm cap, I'm gonna go and download one of my videos from my other channel when I made that prediction, and where I told y'all for 5 years he was gonna get his ass whooped like that. Didn't nobody believe me. He's a one-dimensional fighter. Canelo, one-dimensional. Why you think Bill Haney told Terence Crawford to fight Canelo? Why you think Floyd Mayweather said that Canelo Alvarez was a cakewalk? He easy. One-dimensional. One-dimensional fighters go in the gym and focus on what they're good at, not their weaknesses. Errol Spence don't have no head movement. Errol Spence has no footwork. No footwork. Errol Spence doesn't throw an arsenal of punches. No combinations. Well, no. He does throw a combination. He'll go head, body. But he goes jab, body. Rarely throws a right hook like most southpaws. Y'all got to come on Wendy when you rocking with Easy. Easy gonna tell you the truth. Yeah, Boots Boots gets to put to rest the speculation. Let him see him outthink and outbox a disciplined young champion. And let's see if Xander can challenge the pace the way Bud did. What you mean far as challenge the pace as far as Bud did? I don't want to put Bud in this situation when it comes to Bud and Xander. They totally different fighters. Totally complete fighters. To me, this is both of their, let's make it big fights. Both of these guys coming there, Xander is not no pushover. Boots ain't no pushover. It's going to be a great fight. It made a best man win, and then we're going to see the real flaws, so both of them can bring out the best in each other. Boots' father keeps saying, I'm looking for an opponent to bring out the best in my son. Who else better than Xander Zayaz right now? Zayaz is very fundamental. Zayaz is very, very fundamental. I mean, also Fundora, of course, due to his height, his reach. Of course, Fundora will make Boots bring out his best. But, as of right now, with the fight being signed, I will say, to me personally, this is Boots' real step up. This Boots' real step up, not a tailor-made fight. Not some guy that's just coming forward with his hands over his eyes. And this is a fight where Boots gonna have to let us know his skills. He gonna have to dig down inside himself and show the real Boots. And Xander is gonna have to do the same thing. So we gonna see two things going to work that night. We gonna see which one of these guys belong up at the top echelon of 154. And if Boots put it off, then Boots put it off. I ain't got no problem with that. I give Boots, I bow down. You wasn't just overrated, in my opinion. You wasn't overrated now. You proved that to me, Boots. You proved to me since you beat Xander Zayaz. And some of y'all may say Staniotis, but I say Zayaz. If he beats Zayaz, I bow down. I bow down. But when you see a fighter who is 35-0, and when he was 28-0, he only went past the 6th round since he fought Karen. Boots' first time going past the 6th round was against Karen. But yet when people say that Boots is not what people think he is, or he's not that fighter y'all get mad. Because y'all don't go and check the resume of what's been going on with Boots. Boots was 28-0 and never went past 6 rounds. So what are you fighting? Somebody got to answer this for me. Please be real. If you're 28-0 and you have never been past the 6th round, what are you fighting? I'm finna read y'all comments. Don't go nowhere. I'm reading y'all comments. Answer this question for me. Go check Xander's resume and look at his competition level and look at Boots. Xander came up fighting good competition guys from the day he came in to now. I'm asking y'all this question about Boots. Answer it. Answer the question about Boots. This is a fighter that was 28-0. 28-0 and never went past the 6th round. What are those? What are those fighters that he fought? So all my brothers watching, don't be offended. Don't be offended. To all my brothers from Philadelphia, for all my brothers who love the sport of boxing, don't be offended by my comments. We men. We supposed to be men. We gonna talk like men, okay? I don't hate Boots. I ain't got nothing against him. We talking real deal boxing. It does matter. You saying don't matter, not one on Boots level. No, they wasn't on Boots level. That's my point. That's why he dropped them and got rid of them before the 6th round. They weren't on his level. They were cans. But yet people get mad when you bring up Boots' resume. How the hell a fighter go 28-0 without going past the 6th round? Y'all gotta understand, when you get on here, you rocking with the best. You rocking with the best boxing channel that's out there. I ain't got all the edits and I ain't got all the people behind me doing all the AI and all that. But when you want to talk boxing, you rocking with the best. Honestly, I think we creatures of habits. Fighters regress when they're not getting the right matchmaking. Fighters' resumes can be manufactured. And Boots is manufactured. 28 a motherfucking 0 and you ain't never eat. Boy, y'all come on, man. Y'all come on, man. You have a good point. Boots was fighting a more experienced fighter. But people were talking about the more experienced fighter. Let's talk about this more experienced fighter situation. Ain't we done seen before in the sport of boxing younger fighters come in and beat experienced fighters? I hate to bring it up and always have to bring up his name. Even though Xander Zayaz is not a Floyd Mayweather. But didn't Floyd Mayweather go in there and beat Jaron Hernandez of 17-0? Fighters younger can go in there and beat seasoned fighters. Look at Tevin Farmer. I didn't think that Tevin Farmer was going to lose to no damn Floyd Schofield. I didn't think Tevin Farmer would lose to Floyd Schofield, but what happened? He lost to Floyd Schofield. Y'all got to remember something, and they say this. On a certain night, any fighter can be beaten. Y'all just seen Callan DuBois say she woke up and she had a headache and everything that morning. She wasn't even feeling like fighting. She didn't even feel like fighting. On a certain night, any fighter can be beat, y'all. Your favorite fighter can get their ass whooped. Y'all got to understand, these are professional fighters. They can be going out there with diarrhea. They could be going out there with injuries. They go out there with a lot. They are professional, which means don't come into the public crying, talking about some, your eye hurt, that's why you didn't fight. Don't come to us saying, oh, you hurt your toe because you tripped coming into the hotel that night. We don't give a fuck. Get your ass in the ring and go in there and fight. We don't want to hear no goddamn excuses about how you feel. You're a professional. When they put that P word on that shit, just like you're a professional driver, that means you can drive in rain, sleet, motherfucking snow, hail, tornado. If a motherfucking apocalypse come, you can do your fucking job. So don't nobody want to hear nothing about no boxers crying and bitching, talking about some, I couldn't do this because I had a cold that day. You're a professional. Why you think gyms be so hot? Like they say in the Crunk gym and other gyms, they have the weather, they have the thermostat on 100 degrees and shit. They put it on 100 degrees so that you can go in there and fight through anything. If you can fight in 100-degree motherfucking heat, you can fight motherfucking when it's sunny outside and his wind is blowing like it ain't nothing. When it's cold outside, you feel your greatest because you was in the temperature fighting and training under 100-degree motherfucking weather. That's why they call them professionals. You don't see a motherfucking doctor when he finna do surgery and say, no, I'm tired. My wrist is hurting. Use a motherfucking doctor. Use a professional. The fuck out of here with that shit, man. But Xander gonna whoop Boots. Under championship rules, it's not gonna be a knockout, y'all. I don't see a knockout unless somebody gets stunned. And I don't think neither one of them caring enough. I could see Xander stopping Boots from a body shot in a southpaw position. Let me say this. Xander with a stoppage from the southpaw position, Boots in the southpaw position. Xander got a great body punch. Left hand button punch. And Boots' torso will be more towards him if he fight in a southpaw position. I can't see that being. I can't see him being stopped. Put Xander on money. I'm not Floyd Mayweather. I don't gamble, brother. For one, no, let me tell you, I would bet you. Honestly, I would bet you. But this is not a fight you can bet on. See, you got to know when to bet and when not to bet. No. It's not that. It's not about being confident. It's about the fact of these two guys are good fighters, which means it can go either way. So why would I put my money in a situation of where it can go in either way? See, you doing it because you a diehard Boots fans, but you're not being logical right now. Because a 50-50 chance is a losing chance. And I'm not willing to take that and lose my money. Time's too hard for that. Time's too hard for that. I don't know, Easy. It's 70-30 for me, bro. Oh, you leaning towards Boots 70-30. I respect it. You know, it's no problem. Speak your opinion on this channel. Y'all can come on StreamYard. The link is up there if you want to come on as well. If you're not willing to put money up, then it's just smoke and mirrors. No, it just means I don't have money to spend off a 50-50 fight. See, you're willing to bet me because you believe that Boots is just above him. And which I can understand, you probably are Boots fans, but see, I'm not going to do that because I know that this is a 50-50 fight. So I wouldn't put my money down on a 50-50 chance. Now, if I was a 70-30, if I felt Zayaz could beat him, it was 70-30, hell yeah, I'll bet you then. But it would be stupid of me. That would be stupid of me to put money down on a 50-50 chance. No. No. I don't put money down on 50-50 chance. See, that's just like shooting dice. Let me teach y'all something right quick about it. See, watch this. Let me teach y'all something real quick about shooting dice, okay? When you shooting dice, learn numbers and learn odds. Because you can win more money side betting. Side betting, if you know math, than you grabbing the dice. If you good at math, I got somebody named Clay. Let me see. Clay, what's up with you, my brother? How you doing? Thank you for coming on to the channel.
Hey, what's good, friend? How you doing, man?
Oh, I done seen you on the boxing voice before. How you doing, bro?
Good. I've been catching the videos, and I never tell you live before, man. I don't get into the big like you got great insight. You know what I'm saying? Be smoking your cigarette, sharing your thoughts, but it be real practical. I really resonate with a lot of your takes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I I think with this fight right here, people are really sleeping on the possibilities, man. They really are. I think they're underestimating a great mind, physical attribute, and perfect timing. Really is something to watch in boxing. And when I said what I said earlier about Terence, when I was comparing it, was just against the idea that power, will, that Errol Spence being like this unstoppable force. Even Derek James thought it didn't matter, right? He's just not going to stand up to this power, but they sleep on that science. They sleep on good fundamentals, and I think they also slept on the resume of Terence, and that he was challenged by a lot of good Eastern Europeans and certain fights that he was in that forced him to get better. And when you see these fighters become one-dimensional, they start off with so much potential. But if you don't challenge them right and match make them right throughout the journey, they regress. Like, I think Edgar Berlanga is another example of that, right? I think in the beginning he came in with a lot of promise. But 16 straight knockouts, a couple of gold chains, a couple of rapper friends. What's he doing in the gym? He's not getting better. Then he gets in there with a Hamid Shiraz, fundamentally sound, straight puncher, just like that. He looks like he was never that. You know?
I think that this might, and people look at it like I said before, I don't dislike Boots because I don't know him to dislike him as a man or his character. I just dislike the fact of I haven't seen anything that he's done to get all this, he's just the man talk. You know what I'm saying? Out of 35 fights, 35-0, which I just told them, Boots was 28-0 when he went 6 rounds his first time. 6 rounds his first time. But yet y'all out here saying that he just this dominant force at 154, he ain't even got a belt. But if he was to come out and he beat Xander, I will say, okay. I will say, okay, Boots, you showed you are supposed to be where you are. I'll do that.
Yeah, I think for me, I don't know if you resonate, but for me it's like I see the possibilities with Boots. I'm not blind to the eye test, like that eye test theory. I get it, right? Like you see it.
Oh yeah, you
until
see
he's tested, until it's properly tested, we just don't know. And I think you have a hard time. If you're a real Boots fan, you should really be excited about this fight, because if you've really been supporting Boots, you get an opportunity to see him finally show what you've been seeing the whole time. But you can't knock a good eye saying, I'm waiting on this fight, man. I'm waiting on this one. This one's an important fight, man. It's an important one for Boots, because I get it, all you guys. I get it. But I'm waiting. because I've seen this before. But I get it.
This the fight that's gonna show if he that diamond. This it. This gonna bring him out the dirt.
Yeah.
And if he come out the dirt and he's shining, and I ain't gonna, let me tell you, I ain't gonna just jump on him and, I'm a Boots fan, I'm going crazy. No, I'm gonna give him his damn credit and say, boy, you went out there, you did your thing.
Yeah, it's important.
You did your thing.
You gotta pay the cost to be the goal. You can't get a tattoo without the pain. You gotta go through the rite of passage. Like when we see me, moving a certain way, we see it, but we ain't seen the rites of passage fight yet. Daniels wasn't it. And by the way, it's not necessarily his fault. Nobody's shitting on Boots. Like, I'm sure he's been wanting to have a fight like this his whole career. He hasn't been able to have it. Fighters are ducking him. He was always a high-risk, low-reward fighter. But it doesn't change the reality that he has to have this fight before we give him those kind of accolades. You earn these accolades out here with the real boxing fans. You don't just get them because,
you
like,
look good,
right?
Or you looking good against competition that ain't on the level you on.
Right.
I just can't say you the man like that. I got to see you go out there and beat some guys that's legitimate. And then I say, okay, he the real deal.
Because we've seen it before.
We've seen it.
We done seen it. We done seen the bells and the whistles and the great paint job, and find out that the engine is like, you spent no money on the engine. That was all outside. That looked great, but That engine was trash.
And you know another fighter who was like that, Vargas, who got the Suns now. Vargas was a fighter coming up. Oh, he'll destroy this and and they put him in the ring with the Oscars and Trinidad, and they got in his ass.
Like it was the eye test. I mean, low key, I was worried for Abdullah Mason when he went in there with Sam Note. I was like, yo, I love Abdullah, bro, but he ain't getting tested properly. You know, he went into a fight, his first 12-round fight, and went all the way 12 rounds, and he earned a lot of respect that night. He was always young and full of potential, but he never got those matches. I felt like, you know, like a Giovanni Cabrera or somebody who's going to really be a little more slick and force him to cut the ring off and work, being patient behind the jab. And that appetite of smoke, he went in that fight with Sam Noakes. And it got pretty tough in there for the young bull, bro.
You know, after I seen that fight, after he fought for that title, you know, one thing I said, if I was Tank team right now, I would say, Tank, get him right now. Get him while he young, because if Abdullah Mason get older, he gonna be bad as hell. But right now, from that title fight and taking all that unnecessary punishment, I said I would have called Tank that night. Tank, we got you a belt. We got you a
unification, temporary.
Catch Abdullah Mason.
Yep, we're gonna kill all the speculation that you ain't never beat another champion in your own division, that you ain't never challenged yourself. I mean, they're gonna still send shots. The real gonna recognize and be like, that's nice that that was a young bull. But at least on paper, it will look good. But Tank is another fighter, by the way. Great skill set, great possibilities. But bro, his fans don't want to hear it until he fights his contemporaries. We can't give him that.
You can't give him that.
He got to fight his contemporaries, bro.
He got to. Tank is unbelievable as a fighter. You can't throw the same punch at him too many times. He's so wise in the ring. He know. I seen him when he was fighting Frank Martin. He said, they asked him in the corner, they said, do he punch hard? He said, yeah, he punch hard. He said, I'm just gonna wait. When he said, I said, damn. He the type of fighter where he can come out and watch you make certain mistakes and he gonna capitalize off. He very fundamental IQ. Tank deadly.
Yes.
He's deadly. But I just want to see Tank put himself against great opposition. Yeah. That's all. I don't want to see him lose. I'm not a hater of you, brother. I just I want to see you prove it.
Family, I think that's crazy. When even I heard Tank say before, y'all just want to see me lose. Bro, it just the sound of that sounds crazy to me because to a degree, I don't want to see you lose, but I want to see you be able to lose. Yeah. I want to see you be in danger and have to figure it out and make it out. I want confirmation. I'm a boxing fan, fam. You're killing me because you're not giving me what I need as far as being able to talk about you, about who you are in the ring in a real way. You're killing me.
I want to see
the fight.
I want to see Tank in a fight where Tank lose and Tank come out and win. I mean, not, but you know what I'm saying? That's the type of fight I need for Tank to show me. You know, it's a 50-50 fight. This ain't an opponent that started when they was 17 years old. This ain't an opponent that moved up in weight. This ain't an opponent that wasn't even known and then you made them a superstar after you fought them. I want to see you fight the Shakur, the Devin. You go out there in a legitimate fight, not a rehydration clause, not a catch weight, and you beat them, a Devin Haney and Shakur. What can we say?
Yeah. I'm listening. Tank gets so much, you know, his fans are so loyal to him. I think they make it harder for Tank. You know, a lot of times they think Tank is talking to people like me and you. Nah, he talking to his fans. Y'all make his life hard. We doing what boxing fans do. Y'all put all this on him that he didn't ask for. I don't blame Tank all the way for the way he deals with the space. But Tank, you're going to waste it all away, bro, if you don't test yourself. you put too much work into this game to leave it with these doors unopened, with these questions unanswered. Don't let people tell your story, bro. Tell your story.
Even if he lose, it's more credible. I mean, look at Durant. Durant lost to most of the Kings. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And he fought them, all of them too. Look at Sean Porter.
He flipped all the rocks. He didn't leave nothing. He has nothing. He has no questions. He did it.
He fought those people, man. You got the Tank got to give people what you want, what they want, man.
Yeah, at least once or twice. You can't give him everything, but do one. Give us one. I mean, at this point, if you're going to move to 140, which I think you should, and by the way, Shakur's at 140, so, you know what I mean, throw it out there. But even a Gary Antoine Russell, somebody, just give me somebody, give me something to think about, to go into the fight wondering something, instead of just knowing what it's going to be.
Did you hear the duck talk with Gary Antoine Russell?
I don't think it's duck talk.
Why you feel it ain't duck talk?
I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
I think that Gary Antoine Russell and his brother Gary, Alan Russell, I think they believe in a strategy to being part of a spectacle of a fight. They want Gary Antoine Russell in the big fight. And I think they really truly believe that Shakur is a better and bigger fight for the history book, for Undisputed, for something special, for a lineal title. And I think they have a lot of belief in themselves on their ability to win all those other belts. And they think Shakur is going to be there, and they think that's going to be the big fight. They're thinking about turkey money. They've never had, think about it, Gary Antoine Russell's never had the opportunity. Everybody's ducked him in their own way. Subriel didn't want to fight him. T.O. didn't want to fight him. Hitchens didn't want to fight him. Now he sees something possible for himself to be part of something huge. And he might be overthinking it. Instead of taking the opportunity that's right in front of him, he's kind of doing what Turkey did with Ryan and Devin and you know what I'm saying? Like, he's betting on something happening, all these extra steps, and he's not thinking about the possibility of him losing, or Shakur maybe moving to 147 or getting out the way, or God forbid losing, or just that opportunity not being there for you later. It's here right now. Take it now. He's messing up a little bit, but I don't think he's ducking. I think he's overthinking it.
I see it different. I think at this point, Gary Antoine Russell, if he don't step to a certain level, he gonna follow the same path as his brother. They barely fight. Gary himself, Lomachenko was his biggest fight yet. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he gonna eventually. I think they more comfortable with just being belt holders. I can see the fight going down in the future. It could be a bigger fight, but these guys in their prime right now, they're young right now. Why not give it to us now, and then later down we can get the rematches? We don't have rematches no more in boxing, right. and that's great to have rematches. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more of duck talk, because when it comes to Richardson Hitchens, if Richardson Hitchens came out right now and he said, "Hey, I want to fight you," to Antoine Gary Russell, he'll fight Richardson Hitchens simply because he beat him in the amateurs multiple times, and he'll step out in the ring with him. So why, when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, and which people got to get on Shakur ass too, because Shakur be doing a lot of talking, ain't doing the walking. But why is it when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, we got to let the fight marinate? And I hear that a lot with a lot of Tank fans, or a lot of Tank fans that have a channel. Oh, right now is not the time. We should let it marinate, and we shouldn't. No, we want to see it now. If this fighter lose, we can have rematches. The rematches
100%
are pay-per-view fights.
Yep.
Right now, y'all sitting up here talking about, hey, Tank finna come back and fight Isaac Cruz, but not realizing that Tank beat Isaac Cruz with one damn hand.
Facts.
But y'all want a rematch of that. But okay, let's do that. Let's do that.
You're 100% right. But it's an overthinking. It's because, like you said, with the Tank fans and people believe in the marination. You know what it is? Fans don't know how to be fans anymore, Easy. And what I mean by that is we be trying to manage the fighter's money, his business. We be all concerned about all of that. Leave that to the fighter. 100%. This is what the breath of fresh air with Xander Zayaz is all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let them fight now. If he takes an L, so be it. They're gonna meet each other again at 160 probably again at some point. Let the story, the trilogy, let the big stories in boxing come together, bro. Because as fans, and I don't think a lot of these new age fans who jumped in late, like you mentioned earlier, you've been watching boxing since like 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think you understand the value of a good trilogy, a good story, a good, these fans ain't ready for that because it's instant gratification for these dudes, right? Like they watch these fights and they're missing out on the opportunity for these great stories. And they start off with fights like this between Xander and Boots. These are the beginnings of great stories, of crazy back and forth. Maybe Xander loses, maybe he wins. But I bet you when it comes up again at 116, you're going to be like, yo, I can't wait to see this one because the last time, boy, I can't wait to see.
Prime example of this situation, what we're going through right now. Devin Haney, caliber fighter. Devin Haney could fight anybody, especially if, let's say Xander would have said, I'm going to fight Devin Haney. Great fight. Great for Devin Haney and his legacy. But what the fans screaming for? We want that rematch.
Yeah.
Two young fighters did it before. They were young. They in their prime. They young, you know what I'm saying? No excuses, no nothing. Even though stuff came in after. But what we screaming for now, that rematch. Yeah. Let's say Tank and Shakur fight right now. We got 2 fights down the road. Or any fighter fight each other right now. Like we got O'Shaka. Let's say Ford. They say O'Shaka and Ford fight soon. Let's say they fight right now. 5 years from now, that's another rematch. That's still, you see what I'm saying? Even people accepting the Albright fight with Keyshawn right now, which is sort of a grudge match because he beat his brother. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Keyshawn Davis could have won that Frank Martin.
Right.
Because they just fought.
Yeah, but once again, it's our fault as fans. We make it so easy for these guys, and that's why the sanctioning body's been so compromised too. Like with Mauricio Suleimans and everything, we think that Ryan Garcia being a welterweight champion is the best thing for boxing because he has such a following, and not forcing him to earn it and work his way through there and build up some legacy in boxing. Just giving it to him now. You throw Conor Ben in it anyway, but with Keyshawn, he's borderline for me because I'm a Keyshawn fan. This nigga here, Albright move is like, I get it. I wonder, but I get it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I wonder. I know you like that. I believe in my heart Keyshawn's like that.
Yeah,
like he will fight anybody.
But why Albright?
Right. It's like you do have me. I'm in this space where I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You don't gotta tell it to me because I get it. The fight in Virginia. I get it. I wonder. I talked to Brad Goodman, the matchmaker at Top Rank, and I think this is about activity. I think Keyshawn had to choose between being active and getting that homecoming with the here Albright kind of making it right with his fan base in Virginia, or waiting to get a bigger fight in like a September, October type of situation. And I think he chose activity. I think they made lemonade. And I think they're going to realize it.
Because I really can't say whether or not they win. They probably called Frank Martin. Frank was like, "Nah, I'm not willing to do it." You know,
you know, them PBC negotiations could be a pain in the ass.
And then they probably called Albright, and Albright said, "Hell yeah, I love to fight him."
Probably for a good discount, right? Probably for a good little number. He a nurse, you know what I mean? Probably hit him up like a little 150, little 125. And he was like, "I'm taking that." Boom.
I'm going to welcome somebody else on the panel, guy, D Young. Let me see what D Young. How you doing, D Young?
What's good? What's good, E?
I'm all right, brother. What you got to say about the situation?
How
What's
you doing,
going on
man?
with Xander Zayaz or whatever comment you got to make?
Oh yeah, man. Nah, I'm ready for that fight, man. June 27th, man. Boots and Xander, man. I'm gonna rock with Boots on that one, but it's gonna be a good fight though, man. I need to see the improvement of Boots and how he can handle a mover. Xander really don't move his head, but Xander work his angles. You know what I mean? Not really much punching power, but he know how to get it. He is accumulating puncher. Let me say that. So yeah, just really want to see the skill level of Boots and see the levels that he say he on. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely go to that fight in Brooklyn too, though.
Can I ask you this? What do you see in the fight that could possibly happen, or why you believe that Boots can, come through and beat Xander Zayas?
Well, I mean, I saw it with how he fought Abyss Baru. He really couldn't keep Abyss off of him, but he was able to work the angles on Abyss Baru. You know what I mean? And Abyss Baru was hitting him with some good shots as well. And I just think if he get caught flush by Boots, especially early, he'll get hurt. He'll get hurt. Salute to you, brother. My bad, man. I'm D Young, bro. My fault.
Yeah, no
Oh,
doubt.
yeah,
That's
let
good,
me
man.
welcome. I got to tell you, Clay, he on here. Yeah, I
Hey,
could.
what do you guys think about Xander Zayas getting? What I'm noticing is Xander Zayas gets better every fight, and there's something about a fighter who's evolving, who's in the midst of becoming, that's always dangerous, I think, because yesterday's price ain't never today's price with a fighter like Xander. He improves every single fight. So a competitive fight with a Bas Baharu or a war with a Jorge Perez Garcia or Garcia Perez, however that works. Anyway, those fights make fighters like Xander Zayas better. So you might see him struggle in a fight, but if you really pay attention to him, the worst time to fight him is after those kind of fights. I always say Majimov got Bud ready for Canelo. Where people always look at it like they use that fight to say that, oh, look how he looks. He's not going to be ready for Canelo. I said, nah, bro. Because of that fight, Canelo about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
If he would have had an easy fight, knocked somebody out in like 2-3 rounds, I'd have been more nervous.
Yeah.
12 rounds like that with Majimov made Terence take that training camp to a whole nother level.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Majimov style, that irky jerky, that's doing this shit. Bud said, I didn't know when he was gonna throw a punch. He said I was confused. Like, how the hell you gonna time? You can't time somebody sitting there just keep doing this at you.
Man, that man playing double dutch in the ring, man. You don't know what he doing.
You don't know what he doing, so it's
Nah. But to piggyback off the brother, man, I mean, yeah, you're right, bro. And for a guy his age, 23 years old, he going through this early. You know what I mean? Going through these tough brawls early, it can definitely help him. And like I say, he can win the fight because we seen Boots struggle with movers. One of them, Karen Trevor, but you know what I mean.
And Karen,
I just think Xander can get caught early.
Karen wasn't even throwing no punches for real and had Boots. You just seen he can't cut off the ring type.
Yep.
Boots good though. If you were, I'll put it like this: if you were B plus, because I see Boots as a B plus. If you a C plus, Boots gonna get in your ass.
He's gonna do crazy. He's gonna do crazy.
He gonna get in your ass.
The thing about it is he starts having fun, right? And he's having a good time. But I'm telling you guys, we're creatures of habits, man. The old wise man once said, what you do most of the time is probably what you're gonna do all the time. So somebody here in the chat just asked me, why am I not using that same logic for Karen? It's timing, man. It's a season for everything. Karen did that a while ago. Boots' last fight, he didn't even get challenged. He put this dude out inside the first round. Look at O'Shaquie Foster and Stephen Fulton. Look at O'Shaquie Foster's wars he went through with Rocky Hernandez. Bob taking Stacey out twice. And then look at Stephen Fulton, how he looked against Carlos Castro in his return.
Got dropped.
And then he comes back and who do you fight? Brandon Figueroa, who's just reckless, who didn't test him the right way. allowed him to just kind of do what he wanted to do. Now, when you take the last 2 fights on their resumes and you bring them in the ring together, what did Shaq do to Stephen Fulton, who I know a lot of people felt like Stephen Fulton was pedigrees ahead of O'Shaquie Foster, but that experience, what O'Shaquie went through in those last 2 to 3 fights, prepared him for somebody who could have been complicated like Stephen Fulton. Whereas on the other side of the argument, those fights with Carlos Castro and that fight he had with Brandon Figueroa might have regressed Stephen Fulton to a certain degree. He put his guard down and became this guy who thought he was a punch all of a sudden because he got confident because he felt like he took a lot of shots and was able to weather it and wasn't prepared for a mover, a boxer, somebody who wasn't going to give him that same look, and got dominated in a fight where, you know what I'm saying, he got dominated.
You got beat up.
I see O'Shaquie Foster as another Tevin Farmer. I think when O'Shaquie Foster was taking them losses in his career, he wasn't focused.
Yeah, he had a lot going on.
I don't
like
think
going to jail and dealing with personal issues. He had a lot going on.
I think O'Shaquie Foster is on a path to greatness, y'all. I think he got the killer ends. He got the mentality, the way he coming at Shakur, the way which a lot of people got to talk about the way he coming at Shakur.
Shakur got to get him.
Shakur, the boogeyman, boogeyman, somebody standing outside the closet, man.
Right.
He out the closet. He's standing there saying, "What's up?"
Easy. What's crazy is the confidence he talked. He was like, man, he know what happened in this sparring. You know, like a lot of guys, they don't really talk about it, but he know what happened in this sparring.
Bro, he said, "I will pay the $100,000 for you to get your belt so I can fight you."
Man, yeah, that's a man that really believes in himself.
That's what this fight with Xander and Boots is about. It's something about a fighter who knows who you are. He's not sleeping on you, but he still want to fight you. He's ready for you. He's not, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he knows, he gets it, right? Like, Xander's like, yeah. Power, explosiveness, for sure.
Switch him.
I'm gonna beat that guy.
So to ask this question, brother, who you taking in the fight?
I'm leaning with Boots. I'm taking Boots. I think Boots is gonna, but I think it's gonna be a very competitive fight. You know what the kind of fight it's gonna be? It's gonna be a fight, in my opinion, where we go into the 11th and 12th round and say whoever wins these last 2 rounds, probably gonna walk away with this fight.
All right, yeah. Who you got, Easy?
I got Zayaz. I think the part that he just said, this what made me get it. When he said the championship rounds, I believe Boots is a front runner off athleticism. I believe they'll get in the later rounds. Boots will get tired, and the championship rounds will show up. It'll be close to an even fight. But I think Zayaz is gonna take over due to him being younger, him having the secure fundamentals, not athleticism. I feel built off that. I think that he gonna take it into the championship rounds and pull it off, and it's gonna be a decision. But for Zayaz,
I can see it, man. I really can. I'm leaning towards Boots, and I went through this on a boxing day. They crashed out on the kid. You know what I'm saying about about this one. You know what I mean? I told them, I said, listen to me, man. 11-12, don't be shocked if we're not going at the end of 10 rounds. Bozy ain't giving Boots the biggest motivational speech he's ever given his son, and Xander is seeing a real opportunity at making history. Like, if I get these last 2 rounds, or maybe even if I get one of these last 2 rounds, combine that with the hunger for the game to put Xander as a face of boxing, not the face. You gotta love Xander. Looks like he made this fight happen. He was in a Super Bowl halftime show. Puerto Rico's behind him. He's a legitimate candidate. Right. You know what I'm saying? For what boxing wants to be the face. So put that little bit of leverage in there that can push those judges over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see something crazy happen after 12 rounds, man.
Who do you think has been tested more?
In a large way, Xander.
Xander.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna say Xander as well too.
Xander.
I'm gonna say Xander as well too. We just had because the thing it is, we just really hadn't seen Boots tested. You know, his level of opposition just really has not been that good. And you know, this
And
is
he
this
got
no hate.
very frustrated with Karen. So
He
I
got
know
very
what
frustrated with
yeah,
him. Yeah.
it wasn't that he struggled with Karen that made me. That's not what I look at. He can struggle. Look, styles make fights. I'm a Bud fan. I watch Bud struggle with Madrigal. Period. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I watch that. But I also watch his poise, his patience, his discipline. Whereas with Karen, I saw Booth lose it a little bit and get frustrated and have to get reined in. I seen Bozy had to rein him in, like, hey, bro, calm down. We ain't gonna do this. And he just got frustrated, like he wanted him to stand there and fight him, and he wouldn't.
Yep. And that's why I say I don't think he could have beat Bud. I'm gonna just keep it real. He wasn't mature enough yet to beat Bud. Bud would have schooled him. I don't know if he'd have stopped him, but he'd have schooled him bad to when he would have broke his confidence.
Bud would have stayed in his face and beat him up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bud would with straight southpaw position and let Boots be in south, and Bud would have stood right there and fucked him up.
Yeah. And one thing I do notice about Boots is that he throws everything at the same speed. It's nothing deceptive. It's nothing like of like coming. Like it's always at the same speed. When I went to the Avanesian fight, I was like, why is he throwing everything at the same speed? Like it's too early. Like he was doing that shit in round one. I'm like, you gotta pace yourself, bro. It's a chess match.
When he
You
get
showing him your
frustrated,
cards.
when he get frustrated, he start leaning with his punches. He'll stand tall and go.
Yes.
He'll do this. Start leaning with his jab and everything. That in the later rounds, that'll get him hurt. Especially against a fighter like Zayaz.
He acts very childish in the ring. Very childish.
When he get frustrated, he go to acting.
Yeah.
That's when you see you can see him get punched in the face and lick his tongue out. But you really just got punched about 2-3 times, Boost.
Right.
And the commentary, oh my God, with the zone.
They love the entertainment, but Boots needs to tune that out. Easy.
Bro, they'll sit up there and talk about how Boots laying this, that, and the other, but the opponent be laying the punches and they will not say anything.
Because he's so animated. But all that animation, Boots likes it when you fight him. The thing about, we're talking about Bud, and the thing about Bud is Bud gonna box you when he feel like it, and he gonna fight you when he feel like it. And I'm gonna tell you even more. He gonna box you when you fight him, and he gonna fight you when you box it. He's going to frustrate you. Watch what he did with Canelo, bro. He frustrated Canelo. Canelo was getting boxed when he was trying to fight. Then when Canelo tried to box, Bud fought him.
Yep.
He was like, what the hell? That one time when he got hit, he had that look. It was a look of just like, I can't get this dude. I can't get this dude. Yeah, because there's so many tools in the bag. There's so many wrinkles to this. There's so many layers to this onion. Boots hasn't shown that, and the fans have basically come up with this story of he does whatever he wants to do. He's only doing that because he can do this if he wants to. Can he? Because we're creatures of habit, guys. I'm telling you. You be shocked. Boots not even believe what y'all believe. But when you get in the habit of doing something a certain way, you be shocked how hard it is to break that habit, man. It can't take 30 days to break a real habit, bro, for a reason.
Hey, and it's funny you say that because the fighter who just kept believing in what he had, Roy Jones, Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Like those guys, when you rely on certain things, that's what happened. Adrian Brockman. Young AB. When AB was on that tear, knocking guys out at that lower weight. And when he moved up to 47, he wasn't cracking like that, or them guys wasn't falling like that.
And he started to become super antic-driven, too.
Yes.
Remember Marcus Maidana? A reaction to the frustration. I'm going to do all this stuff. Why? Because I'm trying to bait you. I'm trying to get you overconfident or frustrate you so I can take advantage of something. The great fighters don't fall for that. They stay on their game and they do what they want to do the whole time. And I think that's what you're going to watch Xander do. I think you're going to see Boots do a bunch of stuff, and I think you're going to see Xander smile and be like, "Are you ready to get back to the fight?"
Yeah.
He's going to look at him like, "You done? That was awesome. Are you ready?" Here comes that jab again. Here comes that movement. No, I'm not standing there. I'm over here. Now I am standing there.
And you saying exactly what Tim Bradley said. He said when it come to it, he said all that fun, all that flexing and stunning in the ring. He said that ain't gonna mean nothing when you go against somebody with fundamentals. They gonna stop all that. He said they're gonna really make you see that you supposed to been focused on them fundamentals instead of that athleticism. And a lot of fans get mad when you say that about Roy Jones, but it's the truth. When his legs was gone, Roy was gone. The fundamentals wasn't there. He was blessed. He was just blessed. And no, not this. You can't say a man who been undisputed and had belts before is not a good boxer. That would be ridiculous to say. But what we are saying is, it's just that he was a good boxer, but he used his ability more than his fundamentals. And so when it came time to use the fundamentals, when the legs went, he crashed out. He crashed out.
He had too much fun, and I'm a big Roy Jones is my favorite boxer. He literally is. Him and Mike Tyson, my favorite boxers. You know what I mean? But those guys, you know what I mean? They had their flaws. You know what I'm saying? They had their shortcomings. But without a doubt, when your athleticism became an issue as you get older, they say athleticism is the first thing that goes. Power stays. Roy couldn't. He leaned on something so long. Creatures of habit, bro. He leaned on something so long he couldn't get out his own way in the biggest fights, in the hardest fights of his career.
I gotta invite. Hold up.
You're muted, by the way, Dion.
Dion, hold up. It don't say he muted. We can't hear you though.
No, we don't. Coach Eddie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So that's him. It's D Young. Something with his. We gotta look on his thing. Maybe his.
What's up, Coach? How you doing today, Eddie? ATL.
What's going on, man?
What's up? What's your opinion on what we're discussing, sir?
For what I just fell in about 5 minutes ago, but I've been trying my hardest to look for what y'all kind of talking about Xander, and I just don't see it, man. I really don't. I mean, I've been doing film study. I'm looking to kind of see. I see a good fighter. I don't see anything special about him. I see a fighter that basically fights out of the typical old school stick and move style. And when you get close to him, he gets uncomfortable. He reaches out and grabs you. And he holds you and looks to tie up. And then looks to reset. And he can't fight on the inside. In my opinion, he's got a good inside fighter. He doesn't have a tremendous punching power. He's a guy who started boxing and turned professional as a teenager. So, of course, in my opinion, he had on the training wheels, because why wouldn't you put training wheels on a 16 or 17-year-old fighter? I would. The Garcia fight was basically a setup fight for the championship. Garcia's a decent fighter. He's not a world beater. He's not technically sound. I think Lima goes to different with Xander. And I know we can't compare due to triangle theory or whatever, but I'm trying to see it, and I really don't. I just think that Boots is gonna to be able to do all those fancy moves. You have to have fundamentals. You can't. It'd be like when you dribbling a basketball. You don't start off going between your legs. You gotta learn how to dribble the right hand first. Then you gotta learn how to dribble the left hand first. So in order to do everything that Boots is doing, you can't do it unless you have fundamentals. I mean, you can't go behind your back and you can't dribble with your right hand. You can't go in between your legs. You can't cross somebody up until you learn how to dribble first. So Boots does have fundamentals. I just don't see it, man. I got Boots winning this fight, but hey, I've been wrong before. I don't see Xander winning this fight.
I agree with you on the point when you say that Boots has fundamentals. I mean, yeah, of course he has fundamentals. He's a boxer, you know. I think he just don't use them a lot. I think he relies more on his legs, his athleticism, you know. But Boots is a talented fighter, and I can feel what you're saying about Xander, and you feel that you know he a younger fighter and this, that, and the other. But I just don't see. To me, like I said, this is Boots' step up fight. This is his point to prove to the public that The pedestal y'all didn't put me on. This it. This the best fighter to show and prove it against. Besides Fundora, I say this it right here.
I mean, now when you talk about fighters using what they have, that'd be like telling Fundora to shrink yourself down and fight like you're 5'11". So if you have athleticism, why not use it? That doesn't make, you know what I mean? You should use your athleticism if you're good at it.
I mean, of course. But when you talking about athleticism, it mostly applies when you go to boxing with your legs. So let's just say if I start off with a body punch attack on you early, I'm hitting you everywhere. The ref ain't looking, I'm punching your legs, thighs, and everything. Let's just say I break that down. What are you gonna be able to do beyond that if you can't move?
But see, Xander's not that type of fighter though.
But
I mean, if you really go back and look at Xander's fight, I looked at all 17 of his fights. He is not that type of fighter. Xander likes space, he likes movement, and he likes to control range. When you get close to him, he's going to grab you, he's going to tie you up. Boots, on the other hand, will sit in the pocket with you and let you fire at him so he can catch and counter and come right back with something. Boots don't mind getting hit.
But which one would you say is the smartest fighter? The one that tied you up, or the one that will stand there and possibly allow himself to get caught?
Depending on what you're trying to get accomplished. Depending on what the goal is.
Mm-hmm.
Because James Toney would have put himself in harm's way to roll the shot to come back and he can land a knockout punch. So it depends on what your mentality is. Xander, I think he knows who he is.
Or the type of fighter that you're fighting.
Yeah, whatever your plan is.
I mean,
we've seen many guys that will sit in the pocket to deliver their blow.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying. You're saying set them up. I stand right there with you because I know. But then you have to look at it this point of view too. If I'm that comfortable, you ain't on my level. If I'm that comfortable where I can come and stand in front of you and allow you just to throw, and I can counter you, that means you ain't on my level.
At the same time,
I mean,
right though, that offensive barrage that we've seen that's coming from Xander, that means those guys aren't on this level either, because he has a high punch output because nothing's coming back to stop him from punching. So you're going to see a punch output a lot lower, in my opinion, that's coming from Xander, because he's going to have some hot coming back at him this time.
I can see that too. Boots being busy, using his offense as a defense, not allowing Xander to do anything. I can see that. That's why I like to talk to different people, because you can see different point of views. Because somebody throwing punches at you will nullify your offense. You'll be more, defensive if they're coming towards you. So, but this is like a 50-50 fight. That's why I keep telling people. A guy was just on here telling some bet me. If you was confident, bet me. No, I don't bet on no 50-50 fights. That's retarded. Why would I bet on a 50-50 fight? That don't make sense. That's a 50-50 chance I'm finna be mad as hell because I got to pay you. I don't want to go through that. Hey, Dion, we got your mic, man. Your mic still, I don't know what it is. Check your mic for me and try to come back on for me.
Easy, and coach, man. Hold on, this network's on. Okay. Yeah, I was going to try to watch Lisa Baumgart. I ain't signed up for ESPN to see that. I thought it was going to be on my ES Plus account. Anyway, that being said, the thing about Xander, coach, is that I think we may have given him an identity a little too early. I think he's still finding himself. I think he's still evolving. I think he's getting stronger. I think he's going through physical things, camp to camp to camp. He's finding out we still haven't seen that power, his man strength kicking yet. He's getting bigger. His head got bigger every time he's seen his mustache. Now he got the blonde. He's still finding himself. So what's going to be interesting about this fight is going to be watching Xander challenge himself. See, the thing about Xander is he knows he has to make big adjustments to win this fight. He understands what's in front of him. See, he's not sleeping on Boots. He's like, yo, this dude is fast. One of the fastest guy I ever got. He's probably one of the bigger punchers. He's athletically gifted. He's going to level up in this fight and show you things, show us things potentially that we've never seen him show us before. If Boots sleeps on Xander and says, if he really drinking that Kool-Aid saying, there's levels to this and he ain't where he needs to be messing with me, that confidence can translate into something toxic. You can see that translate into frustration when it doesn't work. You can see that in somebody who isn't prepared mentally to deal with issues because he already has a vision of what it's supposed to be. Whereas Xander, look at him, he's super excited about. Teddy Atlas talks about opening that door in your house that you would never open and going into that dark room. Xander's excited about that, bro. He's a thrill seeker. He's like, I'm about to find out about me. I'm telling you, man, season, timing. This might be the right time for Xander, and this might be the worst time for Boots because he's so confident, and we're sitting here questioning, why are you so confident? You just knocked out somebody named Usama Lima who offered no challenge to you. He might walk into this with the wrong mindset, man. I'm telling you. 11, 12.
I hear what you're saying, but also you got to remember that Boots is like he got a lot of pent-up frustration. He's hearing the talking heads. He's hearing the you ain't fought nobody.
Sounds like
He's hearing you ain't did this. You ain't did that. And sometimes you want to make an example out of somebody.
Ooh, you want to make
it's just like somebody who go to court and they've been getting away with stuff their whole life and the judge is going to make an example out of them. And I believe that Boots is going to go out of his way to punish this dude, man. To send a message, to make an example, stop playing with my name. Because all of a sudden, all I'm hearing right now is, and I'm not saying this on this panel, but it seems like everybody are starting to go against Boots just in case something happens, they can sound intelligent.
Well, hey, Coach Eddie, I tell you this, Coach Eddie. I'm going to say this. The person who got the most pressure on him is Boots. Boots got the most pressure on him in this fight because he's the phenom, quote unquote. You know, he's the next biggest thing besides Terence Crawford. You know, he definitely has a lot of pressure. Now, I'm going with Boots. I think he will deliver. But I kind of got to listen to what Claymore was saying earlier, man. Timing. This could be the best timing for Xander, and this could be the worst timing for Boots. Because you got to understand, people were saying that he was ducking the boogeyman that Josh Kelly beat. You know what I mean? So... I hear what you're saying. I think he's gonna perform, but yeah, he definitely got the most pressure on him.
But see, why can't it be the other way around?
Coach, everything you said before, it was emotional, bro. Not you. You're not being emotional, Coach. You know what I mean? I'm talking about you're talking about a Boot who wants to shut everybody up, who's charged, who wants to make a point. Nah, man, I don't know. That sounds like what Xander's counting on. Xander's saying he's emotional in the ring. Sounds like he's having emotional Boots.
But let's flip that coin over on the other side. What about Xander saying, everybody saying, I can't punch. I'm too young. I ain't ready. I hold too much. I grab too much. I move around too much. I'm going to stand here and trade with him because my Puerto Rican fans are here looking at me. I'm going to plant my flag. What about that? What if Xander does that?
I think that is him laughing at people sleeping on him.
That ain't Xander's style.
Yeah, that's him saying, I can be unpredictable. You never know what. You can count on what you think you know about me, but I can do whatever I want. But Boots ain't talking about I'm going to show this, I'm going to show that. He's saying I'm going to do whatever I feel like. I don't know, man. I'm done.
That ain't his style. He ain't going to. No. I watched him today and I noticed for him to be young and the way that he fight is totally different, and his mindset from the way that he think, from the way he was talking to Boots, and you know people were saying that Boots won because of the 55-45 situation. But if you really read through what was going on, Boots really lost that whole argument because
Yeah.
it showed that Zayas wasn't a little boy like we thought. To me, that's what it showed me. Because I was sitting there thinking, I'm finna hear a little young dude arguing back and forth. Boots finna get in his head. And he's shutting Boots down every area. Why you ain't take the 55-45? What the fuck would I take the 55-45 when I'm the champion?
And like he told him, I ain't had to fight you, bro. I
Now,
had a date ready in Puerto Rico.
exactly.
I'm hearing it's 50-50, right?
Yes,
Uh,
50-50.
That's confident.
That's confidence. I mean, of course, with Boots, it's with Boots, his confidence, of course, but at the same
No, I'm saying
time,
it's confidence with Xander, right? For Xander to
Nah,
give him 50-50, that's him being like, I'm planning on winning. I could have
it
easily
should have been
been like
70-30.
like double it
It
support.
should have. Yeah, Coach A agreed.
If Boots ain't bringing nothing to the table, because that was Xander's whole argument. I'm the champion. I'm bringing both belts. So why is it 50-50? That means they do recognize the value that Boots is bringing to this fight, which is giving Xander the biggest payday that he could possibly make against anybody. It
yeah.
will
So
take him 4 fights to get the amount of money he's going to make in one.
Clay, I think the thing was that it was a 55-45 for the winner. Whoever won, they would win that much. But Xander chose and said, hell no, I'm taking the 55 because I'm the champion, which he had every right to. You do,
So Xander's
and
getting
like,
55?
No, it's 50-50.
It's 50. It's 50-50.
it's a no, they getting their money. I guess that they get. I don't know what they getting. I don't be.
It's a 50-50 split.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
50-50
50-50
split.
split.
But I guess it was an option to where they could have did it like
Right.
that for the winner.
Exactly.
And I
So
guess-
what
It's
Xander's saying
basically
is,
the
why would
same
I
deal
do
as
that?
when
But at the
Virgil
same
Ortiz.
time, I'm asking you, Easy, isn't Xander didn't have to do 50-50. He could have leveraged that unification and been like, I'm giving you an opportunity. I'm going to
Absolutely.
put you a 60-40, or I'm going to give you some money, but I'm going to take this up. Look, Boots already gave money to Stanionis to make a big fight. He don't get these fights. People have leveraged less against Boots for more money. Xander brought a unification to the table. I'm saying that shows the confidence of Xander to not allow. He could have made this difficult fight to be made, and would have been able to walk away like, I tried to give it to him an opportunity. He didn't want it. It's showing that he really wanted the fight and that he made the fight happen, that there was nothing holding him to making this fight happen except for whether or not he was confident that he could win or not.
Hey, Clay, he won't payday. He won't payday. I know that.
You want
Because that
payday?
last fight, he made $300,000.
Do you want
Now he's
payday?
making upwards of 3 to 4 million. 10 times what he made. He won't payday.
Take the 55-45. Shit, I'm the champ. Like he said, no, you can go do that shit with Virgil Ortiz. You can go do that with your homeboy. He said, but I got 2 titles.
That way, I'm sure they're going to give it to you.
I got 2 titles. If they come to you and you the champion, you got 2 belts, and they say, hey, would you like to give him the opportunity of earning 55-45 if he win, and you got the 2 belts? Hell no.
Nah.
No. Give me my 55%. I give the fuck. No, yeah, we gonna take the possibility. Hell no.
50-50, bro.
Yeah. Cause see,
The thing
like they
about
all,
it, Boots probably would have took 60-40.
hey, they always say
He probably would
this.
have took it.
They always say this, y'all. On any night, they all can be beat. They all can be beat against a certain fighter, or especially against their skill level or at their level. They all can be beat. So all that shit talking about some, I'm finna put my money, my percentage on the line. So I bet your purse. Boy, you talking crazy. Who you
I think what it is too, a lot of times when we see a fighter that's really on paper is the better fighter, Las Vegas has having the favor for a reason. There's a 70%. They're saying it's a 70% chance that Boots is gonna win this fight. We'll put the quote unquote better, more challenging fighter under the microscope and try to dissect him and disregard the other guy. Trying to find a path of victory for the underdog. I mean, if we do that, I think
You
it's
right.
natural
You right.
for
That's
us to
true.
try to find a path to victory for the underdog.
You true.
But the reality is, Boots is a favorite for a reason. It's the way he's beating these guys. Not that he's beating these guys. It's the way he's beating.
But
He could be 35 and 0 with 16 knockouts or 14 knockouts. Still undefeated, just 14 knockouts.
But bro, coach, listen to this part right here. I'm finna tell you. Boots was 28-0 and never went past 6 rounds.
Hey, if Boots couldn't punch, he would have went past 6 rounds.
No.
Yes, he would have.
I'm
If he
just saying.
couldn't punch, he would have went past 6 rounds.
Coach, just explain this to me right here. What type of fighters are you fighting? If you are 28-0 and you have went past the 6 rounds, not damn time.
27
The
knockouts.
same type of fighters who's on Shakur's resume, Devin's resume, any up and coming fighter. Not only that, Boots came at a time where Sean Porter refused to fight him. Danny Garcia refused to fight him. Keith Thurman said he didn't know who the man was. Errol Spence said, Boots who? Terence Crawford said, high risk, low reward. So we can't fault him. I'll give you Terence Crawford. But them other dudes, they didn't want no smoke with Boots, man.
Coach.
I ain't gonna hold you, Coach A. Boots had his opportunity to fight Bud. He got out of the WBO, but
That's what I said. I said, I'll give you Terence Crawford. I'll give you Terence Crawford. But the rest of them, they didn't want no smoke with Boots.
But before we even get to Bud, come on, man. Boots, man. Come on. No, dog. Boots ain't it. He just ain't it. I give him his credit.
I just feel like he was match made well, for sure.
Okay, what about Xander, though? That's what I'm saying. We're doing it again. We're not even looking at Xander's resume. You're not even looking at Xander's resume is crummy compared to
If you look at Xander's resume, you will see Xander fighting with more wins than losses.
Bro, that don't matter, dog.
Bro. This is what we gotta understand this for one. When they building the fighter, the first 15 fighters of a fighter career is guys that just really come to lose as journeyman. Your fight is really better than their first 15 fights. That's just what it is. They cans. But for a fighter to go from 28 to motherfucking 0 and only been past the 6th round, that means your competition level was nowhere near yours.
How you look
That's
at
fucking possible.
How you look at Xander's box rec?
That's impossible.
Did you hear the question I asked you?
Huh?
Have you looked at Xander's box rec? Because I have.
I did.
People you should be knocking out.
I honestly did. And I'm not saying when I seen Xander's box rec, I seen that when he was moving up, he fought fighters that either had 2-3 wins more than him, or when he kept going up, they had more wins than him, which means he going up against more experience as a professional. When you see Boots' resume, 28-0 and ain't went past the 6th round.
Where's Xander Zayaz Thomas Delorme at? Where's his at? Because he don't have one on his resume.
Hold on, I ain't hear what you said, bro. What you said?
Where's his Sergey Lipinets? I don't see that on his resume.
Sergey, a 140-pounder that moved up to one.
That's what I'm saying. But you're saying the way you explain it, like Xander's resume is stellar, and it's not. Even the championship fight, that was a setup fight. The Garcia fight, that was a homecoming fight for you to go over there and get cooked in Puerto Rico. And I'll give him credit for the Bob fight, but the Garcia fight, that was a setup, bro. That was easy pickings, man.
Can I ask you this? When have we seen Boots in a fight where he can adapt like Xander had to against that last fight against Baru?
Against who? Abraz.
The guy that he unified, he took the belt from. When have we seen Boots in a fight like that? And we had to see Boots adapt in a fight.
Boots probably would have stopped the boss, man.
Because if a fighter have to adapt,
I doubt that he probably would have.
if a fighter have to adapt, that mean it's an even fight. That mean nine
They're
times out
two
of ten
different
they on even
fighters.
skill level. But what
They're two
what
different
fight
fighters.
what fight have we seen that Boots has had to adapt in?
Boots go out there and get people out of there, bro.
It's,
So
it's,
when
it's
you
a
try to get
reason.
somebody out there, it's some adaptability that's going on.
It's a
Just sit in the
reason.
pocket and roll them shots. You adapting. You just adapting in a different way.
No. What by adapting I mean by being a 50-50 level of competition. That means this fighter is just as good as you. They've been
Neither
boxing
one of
since.
them have that.
Hold. They've been boxing since they were 6 years old too. They got just as much experience, boxing IQ, and knowledge as you. That mean when y'all get in the ring, that mean it's a 50-50 fight. That mean when y'all get in there, y'all it gonna be the best man gonna win from the strongest chin, whoever in the best condition, which way and the other. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I guess
Them
we'll see
type of
June
fights.
27th. They said the same thing about Terence Crawford, though.
With that.
They say he ain't fought nobody. You remember that?
Okay, they could say that, but that when
Yeah, that's what they said, though. Yeah.
yeah, they could say that, but when you hear that, you know they ain't been around long enough to know what was going on. They just
But,
saying
but,
that.
but you can
And to
make an argument
piggyback
for
off that,
anything,
Coach
right?
Eddie, that was at a time when Bud was already undisputed, and they were saying that shit. Like it was kind of redundant. Like I
That
mean,
whole talk started when it was time
Hey,
for Errol Spence.
guess what, though? Bud is 38 and Boots is 28. So Boots got a long way to go.
he do,
And he
do.
got time. He got time to do everything that you asking him to do. And it's going to start June 27th.
I can
Hell
see it
yeah.
for him. No, this like this. I don't bash Boots. Boots can do it,
Mm-hmm.
but from what I see, I just don't. From the level of composition, from way on this how I see it, bro. And this ain't got nothing to do with hating on Boots or nothing like that. I'm seeing a young dude right here who just said in a video, which I've been watching Boots and him both all today. And one thing I know is about Boots, if you make him uncomfortable, Boots do things that he don't supposed to do in the ring, which allows him he could possibly be beat. I seen Boots slow down once. Once he can't really get to you, he'll slow down on you. He'll stop moving a lot, which that allows him to get hit. I think Zayas, when he said this comment, "I'm coming for battle." He coming for battle. I'm coming for war. He get frustrated easily. If you make him uncomfortable, Boots become another fighter. That dude, he ain't even in training camp. This way ain't nobody pick. He ain't even in training camp and said this shit. And I've been watching Boots all day. And the one time we didn't ever seen Boots uncomfortable, that's when they kept saying, "Oh, it's weight issues. We need to move the one." Every time they fought Karen, somebody who can move, who wouldn't just stand there and be a damn can. Oh, we want to be undisputed at 147, but then when they fight Karen, it's yeah, we know. And training camp, we don't think we could keep making 147 anymore. Which one is it?
Is it possible that Boots could have went back to the drawing board and gotten better since the can fight? Is that a
But
We
possibility?
don't know, Coach.
but against who?
We don't know.
Staniosis, a tailor-made kung fu fighter?
See, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of critique of Boots, and I understand. It seems like you're favoring Xander, and that's cool the way you're talking. And you're entitled to your opinion. And you talk about uncomfortable. I know when Xander gets uncomfortable, he takes off running, he ducks his head and he grabs. Now, some people say that's smart. Now, if he was black, they would say he was running or he was Tom and Jerry or whatever the case may be. But when Xander does it, it's smart boxing. Devin does it, it's Tom and Jerry. If Shakur does it, is you're running. So, I've seen Xander get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And his first instinct when he gets uncomfortable is to grab you, to hold you, tie you up, look at the clock, and try to ride the clock out. Would you say that's smart for a young guy?
Yeah. I mean, Floyd did it.
Yeah, but Floyd was like
Oh,
old when he did it too. So, but Xander's doing this against guys that he's levels above. He's levels above these guys, and he's doing this.
you saying
He
that
has
from
every advantage over these guys. He's bigger, he's younger, he's more talented than the guys that he's grabbing and holding.
you saying that really from watching his resume? You saying that them guys is way more experienced and than Xander
Now,
was as young as he
Look,
was and more experienced.
Mike Tyson knocked out a bunch of 30-year-old guys.
Bro,
Xander can
I ain't
fight.
going to that on Mike Tyson.
Xander's a good fight. Xander can fight.
Everybody gives Mike Tyson all this damn credit, but Mike Tyson, every time he stepped up, he lost.
Yeah, Xander can fight.
He got his ass kicked every time. He got his ass kicked by somebody who wasn't even really known, and then the rest of the known fighters came and kicked his ass.
But you can watch 17 of Xander's fights. They're on YouTube. It takes about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I watched all 17 of them. He's been the superior fighter in every fight he's ever been in. Much better than anybody's been in the ring with. And he's still holding these guys. Grabbing these guys. He's the better talent. These guys are making him uncomfortable. Now the Karen guy, we like to talk about amateur record. Karen had 300 amateur fighters. He's a Ukraine fighter. Mm-hmm. People like to say Ukraine fighters are good. They're well schooled in the amateur system. So you can't knock out everybody. It is what it is.
True.
And hopefully Boots got better from the fights and learned from them.
Can I ask you this? Like you just said, all the accolades of Karen, and Karen is an amateur fighter, 300 fights, and this, that, and another. Well, why is it, and I said this on one of my shorts, why is it that when Boots fight Karen, you know, the daddy always say, I want to see a fighter push Boots to the next level. Boots, I want to see this fighter push him to the next level. Why the hell did he shoot to this next level when he was fighting Karen? Where was the adapting at? Hold on. Where was the adapting at?
Did he win the fight?
He won, but where was the adapting at? Boots supposed to be this special, great fighter. Where was the adapting at?
Boots needed that fight. So maybe he didn't adapt like he should have. I think Boots was going for the knockout too much. Mm-hmm. He was loading up the shots. You know, Karen had a good boxing brain. Didn't everybody give Mazimov praise? This guy that we never heard of, not all of a sudden the world beater.
And you just said Karen is a good fighter, right?
Well, he proved to be a good fighter.
And that was one of his struggles, right?
Yeah. Mm. He still won, though.
He still won.
Yeah.
He still won.
I think that Xander's going to have to get out of character to beat Boots. I don't think what he's been doing is going to be enough. And I say anything can happen, I don't think what he's bringing to the table is going to be enough to beat Boots.
You're right. I don't think that either. I think that
he has to show us something new, and I think he's built to do it.
I think that he gonna most definitely have to show us something new. He gonna have to in order to beat Boots. I ain't saying Boots is no pushover. I ain't never saying that. I'm just saying that I think the fundamentals and the way, the confidence of this young fighter, and the fact that he already exposed something about Boots, about him being comfortable, and that's the way he make himself look good in the ring. Boots look good against lesser opposition. Boots ain't now. If he go out there and he look good at Xander, hey, all credit to him.
Facts.
But we have seen him only look great against guys. Cans. Let's just be real. Cans.
But you can say the same thing for Xander. Everything that you apply to Boots, it applies to Xander. He looked good against lesser opposition. He's been more than everybody that he fought. Everybody that Xander fought, he's been more than that.
I say I've seen him adapt in a fight before. I mean,
so you seen him adapt against Kane?
No, I'm talking about against Baru. I'm talking about what's the guy named Baru, the black guy, little short, the black with the red trousers. Yeah, he had to pull out championship hard to win that fight.
And that's somebody that Boots knocks out, bro. Boots probably knocked this dude out, man.
I mean, we could say that, but we won't know until they fight.
Because the boss don't move around. A boss stands in the pocket and want to fight. He don't do what Kevin did.
I'm simply saying.
This dude, man.
I'm simply saying we've seen Zayaz go through a situation where he had to pull out championship hard and adapt in the fight where it was a struggle with opponent. We've never seen that with Boots.
Could
We've
it
never
be that
seen
Boots
that.
is better? Just that
And
good?
and of
Could
course,
that be a possibility?
you gonna say, people will say, yeah, because he's that good. But where have we seen him just be that good against a valid opponent?
Tune in June 27th.
That's what it's
Exactly.
all about.
So
That's
so
what it's all about,
Exactly.
bro. That's what
Exactly.
it's all about, coach.
basically,
You just
you
said
saying
it.
he ain't never been through no adversity.
Yeah, and coach, not for nothing, right? I'm on the side of believing he will show. I'm leaning to him to win, but we can't discount the value of this fight and why it's important. People are sold already on Boots. I get it. And to a large part, I'm sort of sold. Because listen, there was a reason why we wanted to take Jaron Boots Anderson over Bud. We saw a possibility. And it's not his fault. I'm telling you, I believe Boots would have fought Errol or Terence, or if he'd have got those opportunities, he would have fought those guys and we would have got the answers earlier. But we don't have the answers. Those fights didn't happen. The inconvenient truth is he hasn't had the signature fights yet. At 35 professional fights into his career, he's finally going to get an opportunity. We got to wait and see. June 27th, he ain't here yet. When he gets here, we'll find out.
And the pressure is on, man. And the pressure is on.
People don't understand the weight of this fight, how it impacts. This fight right here, I think, can be era-defining. You know, we're coming off the back end of the Terence Crawford era, in my opinion, right? He kind of, in my opinion, that fight with Canelo Alvarez made that Abdullah made Sam Noakes, made this fight, made Shakur go fight T.O., made the idea of super fights. You know what I mean? All these different conversations that we're having, you got to give Terence Crawford a lot of respect in this. But I think this fight right here might open up a new chapter. This new generation might really have a new, what's the word I'm looking for? A new, I don't want to say ceiling, but a new standard to what great boxing is all about, man. It could really set it off.
Hey, now that you just said that, if Boots becomes victorious in this fight, you know the Boots. Crawford scared. Crawford dug it. I told y'all. I told you. Boots the truth.
I gotta see him fill out for the panel.
Let him celebrate, man, because Terence ain't coming back. And you just gonna have to let them live. You have to let them live. It's their time to feel that way. Look, we see him talking about how 35 plus fights into his professional career, he hasn't had the signature fight. Man, he has a signature fight and he wins, especially if he dominates. We want to just let them have that, bro. We just want to let them have that same time, bro.
It's not let them, it's us. We can all judge. Terence Crawford retired, man. Boots is one of us at the end of the day, man.
I have a question, but I'm just saying the I told you so. We can't be sitting. We got to just take that. I'm saying, okay, we can't play. We got to let them tell us so.
If Boots win, you could ask a Boots fan, be like, who you think will win, Boots or Jesus? I gotta go with Boots.
Boots might as well just go up to 168 if he beats Xander.
Jesus ain't never boxed.
Now, I have a question. Are they going to move the goalposts? Let's just say hypothetically that Boots goes out there and just stops Xander in 3 rounds. Let's say he just goes out there and just demolishes him.
He's young.
Are they going to throw Xander away?
Listen, you're asking us to speak for a boxing space who really has probably this is one of the lowest IQ boxing spaces in a long time, right? Like people, that's what's going to happen. But the real boxing fans who are really watching this sport up close are going to give him his credit, bro. We're gonna acknowledge that it was a great feat for him to accomplish something like that. But yeah, bro, if we're gonna put our eggs in the basket of a boxing fan today, we're never ever going to get the satisfaction of getting anything straight down the middle, bro. It is what it is. They're going to throw Xander away, and they're going to say the victory's overrated, and Boots is still not going to beat him, to the people who don't want him to beat him, and the people who don't want to give him respect. This is what it is.
Now, if Boots goes out there and lose, all the Devin Haney fans are gonna be like, "What you think Devin Haney would have did to Boots?" See, we like giving people credit for things that they don't do.
Yeah.
That's what they gonna say. What you think Devin would have did?
Yeah.
It's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. That's why we just gotta wait till June 27th. He get all the credit for me if he win, whether it's dominating or whether it's by a 12-round close fight.
Hold on, I gotta ask y'all about this fight right here. Zoo versus Spence, if this happens.
Oh,
Y'all think it's the right time? Y'all think Errol Spence should be taking like a lesser opponent? Or what y'all feel is gonna happen if this fight should happen?
This is the right opponent.
That's the right moment for Spence.
This is the right opponent for Errol. This is the right opponent for both guys, for Tim and Errol. Tim is on a mission right now to kind of show that he had a bad season, but that he's still the fighter we thought he was going into the Sebastian Fedorov fight. That we thought he'd be the best opposition for Jamel Charlo. That was the fight we wanted to see. We thought he'd be the best opponent for Jamel. And Errol has got to explain himself, where he been for 3 years, and what he been up to, and he gets to answer those questions in the fight because he can't do it in the interview. That's just not going to cut it. The fight is going to really let us know everything we want to know. I think it's a perfect time, perfect fight. As far as the results are concerned, I have no idea, bro. There's a part of me that wants to lean towards Errol Spence because I just believe what I know of him as being a better boxer than Tim Tszyu. But there's also the part of the inactivity that you can't throw away. And then you got Tim Tszyu. He's making adjustments. He's brought in Pedro Diaz, and he's all of a sudden trying to be more patient, which I think he's failing. I think he's always being impatient still, but he's trying to. That's the whole reason to bring Pedro Diaz in there. And then you got Errol, where we don't even know who the hell's training him. We want to assume it's Ronnie Shields because he's over there taking pictures with him, but we have no idea. So I don't know what to expect. But I think it's a fight to be made to get the answer. I think at the end of this fight, we'll know who's who and what's what.
go ahead, Coach Edge.
Man, I would like to see Errol Spence getting his Mikey Garcia bag. Go back to his Olympic pedigree in box. I don't want to see him try to sit in the pocket with Tim Tszyu, because that's really the only chance that Tim Tszyu has, is for you to sit in the pocket with him. Tim can punch. I give him credit. He can punch with both hands too. And that's the type of fight I believe that would probably favor Tim Tszyu at this juncture in Errol's career. Like I said, we just don't know. We don't know what Errol's going to look like. It's been 3 years, man. We don't know. We don't know if he gets hit. If he figure get spaghetti legs, we don't know. There's just too many question marks out there. I want Errol to win, but I don't want him to do like Sugar Ray Leonard, come back and fail miserably. Because you remember Sugar Ray, when he came back, he failed miserably. He came back against Camacho and I think it was Terry Norris. They destroyed Sugar Ray Leonard, man. So I don't know, man. I got mixed feelings. I would like to see Errol Spence fight somebody like Crawford. Hey, if it's good enough for Jamal Charlo, it's good enough for Errol Spence. Find your super duper can. Go ahead and get back in the ring and come.
I think Joey Spencer would be a little bit better, but you know.
But not cornflake, man. Shout out to cornflake, not cornflake. That's sorry, man. I can't
Coach Jim's crazy for that one.
Tim is his best chance, man. Tim is his best chance. Everybody, 154 is the Hornets chance, man. By the way, where's this fight happening? 154, 160?
154.
154.
Okay. Because Tim Tszyu fought his last fight. Well, he fought his last fight at 150. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I think this is his best chance. It's the Hornets' nest. Who else is you put him in there with? This is about as good as it gets, especially on the profile. And, the money's there. Obviously, he's going to be in Australia. No limit's going to cut him the check. This is his best chance.
I think right now, Errol Spence needs a Erickson Lubin or somebody like coming off a loss,
Who's going to pay him, though?
Errol shouldn't, after a layoff like this, become. I'm looking. Tim Tszyu just fought in a fight that we probably know about, but he just fought like a couple of months, last month or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Before that, he's been pretty active.
He been active. Errol ain't been active. Like you said, he got power in both hands. Errol to me, well, it's obvious now that he's a one-dimensional fighter. I don't think he done learned, anything different over 2 years. This the wrong fight for Errol Spence. I know he missed a I don't tune up, but you should tune up for your ass get
You
tuned
should always
up.
tune. What if he's just been getting better for the last 2-3 years? What if that's what he's been working on? Is adding those layers, adding the layers. What if he's been working quietly for 2-3 years, changing something that would take 2-3 years to change? Because he's a creature of habit. He's been doing the one-dimensional thing that's wrong. What if that's what's been happening?
And that could possibly be, but who he been doing this with? You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen him have a certain trainer. To me, going to Roy Jones is not the answer.
Well, but he's been moving around, saying, right? So he got a little Roy, whatever that's worth to him. Then he went to Breadman. He's with Ronnie Shields. He's sparring with Jamal. He's been showing us little glimpse of I'm interested in boxing still over the past 3 years. Like every now and then he just pop up in the gym somewhere. It's like, what are you doing over there? Or you catch him on a run. Like, oh, he running? Or you catch him on you catch him at a fight. You're like, oh, he's looking good, bro. He's not fighting. You just catching these glimpses to show that he's been actively doing something and he's been happy. He's been content. I don't know. You just never know, man. We gotta see. We never know.
Put him in with AB, Adrian Broner.
Adrian just got in a fight in the parking lot.
Hey, that's what we need. Though. Errol Spence need a good man. That'd be a good win. Bring the can man back. Both of them, buddy. AB need a check.
Hey, listen, AB messing up the party, bro. That's what he doing. He going around messing people's party, crashing parties, getting in the fight with the uncle, getting the arguments with the ex-girlfriend, fighting the best friend in the parking lot, apologizing in the morning. He going through it.
He need a good comeback fight. He need a. It's a name. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really a can, but it's a fighter that it could put up a good fight and possibly win, but we know they ain't gonna win.
What about Mario Barrios at 54?
Huh?
That could
be about Mario Barrios.
Okay.
That would be great. That would be great.
Tailor made for him.
Yep.
That would be a great fight for Errol Spence, but Tim Zoo, Tim come out, clock his ass. He probably had flashbacks of Crawford.
Let's be real. I mean, shit, had that could not have happened against Fondora, man. You could be talking about Zoo having those belts. Multi-champ at 54.
Hold on, what you say, bro, about Zoo and Fondora?
I say he was just, if had he not got that cut on the top of his head, now I think he was en route to beat Fondora.
Oh yeah. He was en route to beat him. I mean, he was clocking Fondora ass before them cuts, but Fondora, just pulled out strong. He took the victory, which he proved it in the second fight. It wasn't no fluke because of the blood, but. He was clocking his ass. That's what I'm saying. People ain't Errol getting that hard. Fuck.
That's one thing I can't say about Fondora, man. I'm glad he kind of switched his style up. 6'7", man, you shouldn't be in the pocket banging like that.
Man, Fondora
got an 84-inch reach.
Fondora, hell, I don't know how in the hell. He my height, bro, and I weigh 210. So I don't know how in the hell he weigh 154, bro.
It don't make no sense.
You 6'6", bro?
I'm 6'6". I don't know. I weigh I just was 230. I lost like 20 pounds since I switched jobs, bro. But this man is 6'6" and 154.
Yeah, man, that's cheat code.
He's a cheat code. I've been saying that for a minute. The night he fought Tim Zoo, I said, if this man gets behind that jab, he starts, and when I seen Gabriel Fondora start fighting that way, I said, oh, shit, they working on that shit. If he gets it, he's going to be, I don't care. I'm a Terence Crawford fan for sure. I know Buddy ain't going to fight Sebastian Fondora. Not because he's scared. He's just like, I don't need that in my life, bro. I'm just in a place right now, I don't need that.
That was a bad fight for Crawford.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody talking about Keith Thurman was old and no, that ain't have shit to do with it. Bro, this man got an 80-some reach, bro. He the way he was throwing punches like he was a helicopter. Like he
Yo,
Still
just
think
spinning
Crawford would have found a way to get
he
the
was
job
grinding
done.
them things up and catching them to the body. Listen,
bro. He
bro.
just hold up. This how he turn around the box, bro. This Sebastian front door. He
Yup.
this bitch uppercutting it.
Overwhelming you with shots. You just trying to block it.
You like this. You can't do nothing against that shit.
Nah. I
Hey,
don't know.
I
Like,
still
I
think
don't
Crawford
do
would have
things
got the
against
job
him, but
done.
it's difficult.
I think Crawford just one of them dudes. He gonna find a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, possibly. I believe in Crawford, but I hell no.
Yeah, I
No.
believe it's just at this point in my career, I don't need that type of shit in my life. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm already done so much. I don't need this one. This one, I don't need. That's all.
I feel you,
See,
and that's why he retired because I think sticking around at 168 at that age, they would have got him eventually, man.
see,
Yeah, I mean, wasn't he going after Janabek, huh?
Well, he was going to do Janabek. He was going to handle that and pick up try to go for a four undisputed. But Janabek, after Janabek popped on sets, he's like, all right, I'm going to take that as a sign from God. I'm rich. I'm good. I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah, because
I
they
was-
just gonna keep
I was
asking him to
very
get
happy
back in
for
the ring. He get beat. That's all they're looking for.
Yeah.
can I ask y'all this? What y'all feel about Zuffa, man, in boxing? What y'all feel about it?
I'm a Zupa fan.
I love Zuffa.
Yo, they hate me. Coach Eddie know. Coach Eddie he watched the show. He know I get hell for it. And I got a video I'm about to drop on Zupa that's really about to piss everybody off. But at the end of the day, I think it's a work in progress, though. I have no problem with admitting that they're sending a little bit of mixed messages right now, just a little bit. Just working with the sanctioning bodies, and I see them kind of like they just signed Conor Benn. Conor Benn is actually in negotiations supposedly with Ryan Garcia for a WBC title. Clearly, watch out for my next video because I think we got to watch a hybrid.
But if
Promotion
Zuffa got
take
their
over.
own belt, then why are they dealing with the sanctioning bodies?
It's confusing. It's mixed messages. It's confusing, but easy. I think we're missing it, and I got this video I'm about to drop because I got this idea in my mind. I think it's a hybrid promotion. I think you're gonna see once they get that Ali Act turned over, you're gonna see them with the league, but I think they're still going to work with the sanctioning body, and I think it's gonna become. I think there's gonna be more leagues. I think you're going to see more leagues start popping up. But there's going to be the sanctioning body. Zuffa's showing right now by signing Conor Benn, by signing Richardson Hitchens, by signing Jal Bakaya, that they plan on participating in the big conversation, which is sanctioning body boxing, undisputed, unification, lineal champions. They're going to be right there in those conversations, bro. It's just hard for us to process it because they're literally about to break all the rules and remake all the rules. But I think at the end of it, we win.
I want them to get rid of the belts.
They can't.
I know because there's so much money involved.
And the fighters want them. They want the legacy. They believe in those belts. There's an urban legend that won't go away.
I wanted to go just like they do the UFC. The best gotta fight the best, and you get one title. It ain't no running, it ain't no ducking. The dream you always say, which they be saying the belts don't matter and all this bullshit today, which all of them been dreaming of being a champion one day. Well, come over here to motherfucking Zuffa. If your ass don't fight who you supposed to fight to get to the top, you will never be a champion. Yep. That's what I want to see. And then but Zuffa need to put some money behind. Zuffa need to go and be like, look, this is what we're gonna do for our titles.
Right.
Not only we gonna pay you good, but you gonna get a bonus if you win the title. We're gonna give you an extra little $5 million or $2-3 million when you get this title. You ain't got to pay for it. We gonna pay you. You gonna get a. Come on, man.
They're doing it. They're doing it, man. They're doing it.
I think with that Zuffa belt though, it's like a running back. You gonna run that guy in the ground. They're gonna run their champions in the ground if they do that, because you taking on all comers, all top guys. You gonna be cooked at the end of your career, man. Gonna be cooked.
I mean, they average career, really a boxer from what, they come out the amateurs or something like 20 or something, from what, 20 to 37, 38. That's really their career.
About 34.
Really, yeah, well, really 34 if they ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't believe in all this let the fight marinate shit. Like, if they 28 now.
I think
Like,
we're going to see the best fights we've ever seen in the next 3 to 5 years. I think when it's just all said and done, the boxing fan wins, bro. I think just remember I said that. I think in 3 to 5 years, we watch great boxing in a lot of it. I'm telling you. And no more, he ain't been tested, eye test. Nah, bro. That eye test is going to be prospect talk. That's what we're going to use the eye test conversation. By the time they get up there, we're going to know who they are.
And you know what? If it's an upset and for this fight that we talking about, it's going to really open up the eyes about that. It's going to really open like, oh, it's going to have to. Because Boots, like, it's just crazy for me at 154, like, you the man and you ain't. From when I was coming up watching boxing, the man had the title. Yeah. Not some dude who just came up to the weight class and fought a dude that wasn't even ranked for real at the top. And now he the head dog.
You gotta blame the Saints for that.
You the man because you beat the man. You're not the man because Instagram love you and we want to get the belt around your waist. No, you the man. The sanctioning bodies, especially Mauricio Sulaimán, has been way too involved in the champions being created. You're supposed to be protecting the integrity of this sport by people earning your belt inside the ring and losing your belt inside the ring. And you're supposed to make sure it happens that way. But you've gotten into the business of giving interim titles, positioning. You're rolling people. William Zepeda just lost against Shakur Stevenson trying to get a WBC belt. He's rolling into another title fight for the same belt. Bro, with an interim WBC title holder in Javier Herrera sitting there. Bro, disrespectful, fam. Lamont Roach has fought one fight at 135 against Gervonta Tank Davis to a draw. Shout out to Lamont Roach. Salute to Lamont Roach, bro. But what? Respectfully.
You know what? The reason why we don't know who the man is at 154 is because all those belts were basically inherited, or either they were like vacant belts and they fought for them. A lot of these guys didn't beat any champion for them belts because remember, Terence Crawford, about Jamel Charlo had all the belts. They stripped him. So the belts just kind of went out there, and they just started handing out belts.
Charlo is still the 154-pound king.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody beat Charlo.
Nobody ain't beat him.
He's still the man.
I was pushing for Boots to fight Charlo. When Charlo was coming, I'm like, yo, fight Boots. That's the fight that Boots should fight. But I'm hearing Jamel Price in his out. So.
Well, now what it was, Boots, Jamel wanted a tune-up. And I can understand that. You ain't fought in 2 years.
Charlo the wrong fight for Boots. I'm telling y'all.
Well, I was just saying that's the fight though that's gonna tell that for me before Xander. That was the fight that was gonna, you know what I mean? That was the chance that the Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. I can't get them. Get Jamel.
Yep.
Charlo with a tune up after a tune up, and Jaron Ennis. Charlo ain't nothing to fuck with, bro. I don't like Charlo. But Charlo ain't nothing to fuck with. He get in there, hole, and he gonna do what he gonna
fight. I'd have Boots though.
Both of them, by the way. Both of them.
They'll be.
I don't think they done been to the bottom of that bottle one too many times, brother. They done went to the well too many times, and like I said, Eddie Hearn offered Charlo the fight. Charlo said he needed a tune-up. Then as soon as he went to say he needed a tune-up, he went straight to the liquor store.
That's what he needed. Was
He said, "I could need somebody I could beat up off this hen dog."
Quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You trying to wean off this. I don't know.
He said, "I ain't that focused yet, Al." He said, I want to get drunk and whoop a nigga
Yo,
ass.
but ain't that funny though how all them guys just like alcoholics? If you really think about it, AB was a drunk, Tank was a drunk, both Charlos was a drunk, Errol Spence was a drunk. That whole crew, they were like the Rat Pack.
It was nothing but a
Back
big
in the
old
day.
party going on at the PBC. It was a big ass party going on.
Now, if y'all remember back a while ago, the Adrian Broner and what's his name, Tank was saying that the Charlo brothers was snow cocaine. They said that's why they always angry and shit.
But I think the common denominator to all that is that they all got money at a real early in their career, bro.
Y'all remember when the situation came with the Charlo, one of the Charlo brothers supposedly dope the drug test.
Man, Shadasia Green looking like trash right now, bro.
Y'all
watch
remember
that fight,
that?
Coach Eddie?
Yeah, man, look, she let Lundy down. He was punching on her.
She is not hyped like they hyping her up.
I want to see that
Shadasia
Chinese
Green is a hype
girl.
job.
I want that Chinese girl to whoop Alicia Bond on.
Hey,
too.
didn't Franchon Cruz beat Shadasia Green, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. And an ugly fight too. It wasn't even like it was a fight that didn't do. Yeah. Clarissa, listen, people be mad at Clarissa, but she be trying to tell these people. She's a little arrogant, but she keeping it real. She be trying to tell everybody like these broads ain't who y'all think they are. They kind of, you know what I mean? Alicia is what she is at the ring. She's not what she is in the ring.
I gotta ask y'all this, man.
But
Go ahead.
Jaron gonna bust that ass.
Du Bois and Bond on the man. What's up, man?
Dubois gonna bust that ass.
And Du Bois gonna bust that
You
ass.
gotta see how Dom gonna let this fight.
That's what's gonna happen. I'm being honest. It is what it is. They're gonna build it up. They can say what they want. Dubois gonna.
She gonna whoop that ass. Alicia Bond gonna know it too. She like, I'm talking about Kayla. Baby Kayla Taylor them ain't talking about you. They ain't mention your name that one time. Don't stop that duck talk, baby. Get your ass in the ring.
She is going to. Yeah, she's going to.
So Clay, what you think about Alicia Baumgartner?
I think that she's a fighter who has a lot of potential. You know, she just hasn't gotten over to that side, and I think she's enjoying the spoils of somebody who has. And I think, I question if she's getting better and if she's being honest with herself. And Derek James being over there doesn't make me confident.
Yeah, I
You say
think she gonna
Derek
get her
James
ass.
being over there doesn't make you confident?
No, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. When Tony Harrison was the one, I think, who was taking her in the right direction.
Yeah, I will say that. Tony had to have her looking good. Like that last fight she fought, that was not it. That was not it. I saw that shit. That shit was terrible.
I think she's a drug. I know she's a drug cheat because that girl, Christina, who she used them steroids against, tossed her ass up in that first fight. Had her doing the stanky leg around the ring, blacked her eye and everything. And then they so stupid, they go over there after the fight, after she fight the girl in the rematch. They going over there asking her a question. What's the difference between the first fight and the second fight? Does she hit hard? Is she stronger? And the girl was answering the question. She was like, yeah. She was like, she is stronger than what the first time we fought. Not knowing that they asking these questions because this motherfucker went and juiced up.
Right.
This lady just had a baby and everything. You could have killed this lady in the ring just because she beat you up one time. And then you get busted talking about she get on Twitter, we're going to show the facts, show the proof. I ain't show the motherfucking thing.
Just like Senior. You know what I mean?
Senior, nothing.
Talking about, I got the proof, I got the evidence, and ain't show shit.
Test results, nothing.
She had to show the autopsy.
You got to do the finesse 3-time face.
She had to show the autopsy. Shout out to the ball squad. They got to show the autopsy.
Man, she ain't showed not damn piece of proof. Said that she wasn't on the damn.
Coach Eddie, man, Shadasia Green looked tired in there. That girl wearing her ass out.
Bruh, Deja Green need to go. She need to go see Xander for real to get some footwork. One thing I do like Xander, he do fight. Xander fighting that old school, up on your toes type of style that you seen back in the day, man. You know, moving around the ring.
You pay for the ESPN app, Dean, and I mean, you pay for it. What's your name again, Van? Dean.
D, yeah.
D, sorry, D. And Coach Eddie, y'all pay for the ESPN app?
Nah, it's
I'm watching on YouTube. Somebody got the whole fight on YouTube.
What?
Yeah, it's on regular ESPN right now.
Yeah, but I got ESPN Plus, and they telling me I got to upgrade it from other ESPN to watch it. I'm not trying to hear that.
What name is under that is showing on YouTube?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find it right now.
There's some joint you just type in Alicia Baumgartner versus whoever she fighting, and it's got like a little link in the middle of it. You can't see the whole fight, but you can see enough of what's going on. I see enough to see Deja Green getting punched on. I see that. She done tired too. I don't know what's wrong with that girl. God almighty.
Yeah, that girl working her, man. She is like literally out working Deja Green.
She might mess around and lose, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
See, so Deja Green keeps getting herself set up to go out there and fight people to get her ass beat, so Clarissa ain't got to fight her.
Yeah, Clarissa gonna beat her ass.
Yeah, she
if
is.
anybody watches, they know Clarissa really will beat Deja Green's ass.
Yeah. She's just really out working, cause like that's all this young lady doing is just really out working her.
I think she'll stop Deja.
She probably will. You got to remember, these girls ain't nothing but basketball players, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's college basketball players that learn how to box. That's all it is.
A female fighter with the boxing skills of that white girl, Katie Holmes, who would Wonder Rouse ass, they would beat Clarissa Shields' ass.
You think so?
A female fighter that create distance and can counterpunch with straight punches, like Katie Holmes, they will whoop Clarissa. Carissa's whole game plan is getting close to you throwing flurries.
You think Michaela Mayer could do something with him?
I ain't really paid attention to Michaela Mayer like that. I know she a valid fighter as a woman because she done fought like some top level competition, but I ain't really watched her to say. I can't say.
Hey Clay, I think that'll be a better fight than all the fights that she had, honestly.
Michaela, right?
Yeah, because I actually thought Michaela won against Alicia. I'm not gonna lie. I thought she edged it out, but they gave it to Alicia though.
What weight is
I think
Michaela
Michaela could be the one to give Clarissa a good fight.
What weight is Michaela Mayer?
Yeah, I think she is at 154 now.
So she'll have to go up to heavyweight to fight Clarissa, right?
No, Clarissa to do a catch weight. She come down and then meet like
she come down like 160 something.
160. Oh. Yeah, but Miss Bomb going with all this motherfucking ducking she doing, baby, cut it out. If you go to 140 and fight to Taylor and Serrano, why not fight at 135? Fight that everybody want to see. You bitching about 5 pounds and she got to do more, and come on, man. This fight everybody's screaming for. Everybody want to see this fight. I think she's gonna get beat up.
What you think about the young boy, the 135 pounder who fought on the prelims with his card, Jamal Harvey?
I ain't even watching. I can't see it.
I got that was on ESPN Plus. I think Jamal Harvey a whole problem, bro. He like a Sean Porter with an IQ.
What his record is? He a young fighter coming up.
He's like 4-0, 3-4-0, something like that. Maybe even 2. Hold on, let me see. I think he might be 3-0. Let me see. But he's showing some good signs. I test shit out, but I like what I'm looking at. Let me see here. Yeah, he's 3-0, 2 knockouts. 3-0, coming out of Maryland. I'm supposed to go out to DC and go to the Russell Gym. I got invited over there. My boy told me he want to introduce me to him, Jamal Harvey.
Some highlights.
You say Jamal Harvey?
Yeah.
What he is? He middleweight?
No, 135 pounder. He's a small dude, man. He only been on the MVP card. You know what I'm saying? But they put me on to him a long time ago. My dude out in DC told me he was coming. And he was like, yo, watch out for this kid. He's coming. He's going to be doing his first pro fight. And DC talk about him in a good way.
Jamal Hart. I'm going to have to look him up. I thought he was that bigger guy.
That kid nice, man.
Yeah, I'm going to look him up. Was Ashton Silva on this card?
No, Ashton Silva actually just fought recently on the and he was in the UK. He fought on I want to say the Tyson Fury card. No, not Tyson Fury. No, the Deontay Wilder Derek Chisora card.
Okay. How did he look?
Silva's a good fighter, man. He didn't do nothing special. He won. So.
Okay. He back in the win column.
Yeah.
Because didn't he got knocked out by Lucas Bidet, right?
Yeah, Lucas Body now, but he had a fight in between that though. So he lost. He got knocked out by Lucas Body, knockout of the year. And then he had another fight on Misfits. Now he's a Misfit fighter, so he's had 2 fights with Misfits before.
Okay, hell yeah. Nah, cause wasn't Body supposed to fight Floyd Schofield Jr.?
Yeah, but that's that tank shit. That's that sanctioning body bullshit.
Yeah.
They're sitting here letting this man walk around with his WBA title for nothing, bro. He ain't defending it. And the fight he's talking about coming back and doing ain't even going to be at 135. It's going to be at 140 for a WBC interim title. The WBA refuses to put their foot down and say, put him in recess. At least put him in recess.
At recess, yeah, right. They got to do something. Yeah, they got to chill with that, man.
Al Heyman paying for that bill.
Facts. And the thing about it is, you know, Floyd Schofield and Lucas Body, the reason that fight didn't happen is because, and I agree with him, bro. I'm fighting for a title or I don't need this fight. I feel him. Like, I'm not going to continue doing this, bro. Give us a title, man. You deserve it. Floyd Schofield number 1 or 2, and Lucas Body's the other one, the 2 or the 1, whatever. They should get an opportunity to fight that title.
Yeah, I remember this happened before with another PBC fighter, Charlo. Charlo was gone damn near 3 years and had the title. That's Al Heyman paying. Al Heyman don't really have no power if he ain't got no titles.
Nope, that's why he tries to leverage it. Even that's how come we saw Rolly Romero sitting with that WBA title right now, which is the biggest joke.
With the Fundora, you know, Al Heyman's in the Fundora business right now.
I was just gonna say that, Coach Eddie.
Yeah.
So y'all think Undisputed can happen at 54?
Nope.
All right.
You know why it can't happen? Because Al can't afford it. And he's not willing to allow Sebastian Fundora to leave.
He can't afford it. Yeah,
he can't afford it. So he's going to keep that belt over there with Sebastian. Now, if he could afford it, he pay for it. Because Sebastian Fundora has a good chance of winning, but he can lose.
What PBC champions hold belts? Tank, Fundora,
David Benavidez.
No.
David Benavidez for me ain't even on the way PBC all the way.
He ain't with PBC?
He is, but I just feel like he's on his way out the door. I feel like he's about to make a power move. I feel like this last fight he's doing right now, I think it's a we done event. No, it's gonna be PBC and Golden Boy collab, but they can't afford to pay David, bro. That's why they have to have the collab and they have to get the zone involved in this to get him the paycheck. That's why he fought in the reality season and fought Anthony Hardy over there because they couldn't afford to pay for the Kalen Smith fight.
Yeah. Oh, if they gave Conor being 15, they gotta get David by 30.
They're gonna. I heard rumors already that Turkey already offered him like $100-something million for like a 3-fight deal, 3 or 4 fight deal. Yeah.
So this is a question for everybody on the panel. So what all do y'all think about David Benavidez? What y'all feel his ceiling is?
Bad boy, man.
Yeah, he a bad boy. I don't know what his feeling is, but I'll tell you right now. That Jayo Pataya, that's the fight for David.
I think that the Mexican boogeyman shit is really all right. And I'm gonna say this for this reason. When we seen him go up to what was 175, he fought the guy, I can't say his name. Yeah, this guy, I think they say he been out for 4 years and got knocked out. Actually, he got knocked out. David, when it looked like he couldn't outweigh, be bigger than the guy same height, same size, reach. All of a sudden, he had a shoulder or something injured. So I'm looking at it like I don't think he the monster he is against a fighter at another weight class that I feel he should be at. So
I can't be mad at you, Easy. I can't be mad at you.
now
I really can't.
I've always said I'll never bet against Dave Benavidez. When he whooped Demetrius Andrade, he broke my heart. I ain't gonna
Man,
lie.
you and me both. Hey, I was doing the same thing you were doing with Xander. I was discrediting Dave at every chance. I just couldn't see it, and he went out there and smoked my boy, man.
Man,
I'm on my channel talking. I'm on my channel talking cash shit. Oh, Dave Benavidez ain't got nothing on Andrade. They don't know nothing about Andrade. Yeah, man, I'm like,
And see, the reason I thought Andre was gonna school him was just kind of watching that Caleb Plant fight, how he was just kind of struggling with Caleb a little bit, but just not knowing, man, once he touched Andre, it was over with. Because Andre was boxing pretty well. What you say, Clay?
I said no. Andre was going through it. The reality settling real quick in that fight for him. He had like this spark in his eye that got taken out by like the second, third round. Like he was like, "Fuck."
Caught that boy with that nasty ass overhand, right?
He had a terrible camp. His mom had died.
Yeah.
His brother was shot. His dad wasn't in the camp with him. He was going through a lot for that, man, for that camp. Put on all that weight, the big content. He came in with the wrong game plan. He was trying to knock David out what he was trying to do.
Right.
The wrong game plan. I don't know if y'all know that, but David Green is getting BTA. He's getting cooked right now, man.
Yeah, that's what Clarissa been trying to tell everybody, bro. I know people be mad at Clarissa, but she be calling for real, talking about these boys. He said, girl, she's not her. She's been told y'all, like, they just not her.
Putting hands on her.
Outworking her.
And Landon King, I mean, today the Green's looking like Jared Hurd right now. Every single punch, man.
Can I ask y'all this? Do y'all see any female fighter out there that can possibly beat Clarissa Shields?
No.
Michaela Mayer.
Michaela Mayer give her a good fight, though.
So she should just retire then, right?
Nah, she should get the rest of that money on her deal. She got to get that money. She got to go collect that. That $8 million, they can give it to her up front. She got to go get it in the ring. Piece by piece. She got to go pick that up, whatever it takes.
Boy.
So how many fights she got left? About 2 to get that $8 million?
Something like that. Like 2 more fights, I think. And she's trying to get pregnant.
I mean, she need to hang it up then. Because if ain't nobody out there for her to fight, then, you know.
Yo, she is in love with that boy Papoose. Bro. Papoose got her open, bro. She's open for him.
Man, he putting
you
in
can
New
see
York.
in her face. He
York
got her locked up. Yeah, he putting that. He putting some real dick on her. Real talk.
Then he older than her.
Yup.
He done met goddamn 9 Clarissas before.
Listen.
He putting that macaroni tone on her.
What did he say? He said, and he's seasoned. I'm like, what is that?
Easy work. Hey, that's what you call easy work right there, bro.
Oh, I mean, she beating her ass.
Bro, I'm trying to find
out. Who lost?
Oh,
nobody lost it, but you can't. I gotta find it. Hold on.
She done fucked the bag up.
This fight ain't even close, man.
It's supposed to be her and Clarissa next.
Nah, it's gonna be twice. It's gonna be
Lonnie putting the hands and foots on her, man.
I mean, Coach Eddie took her ass to the shit and whooped her.
Hey, Price ain't no joke either, though.
Yeah, Price is gonna be. Yeah.
Price throw the thing.
She gonna fight her.
Price throw the thing.
Hold on a second.
Man, Lonnie Daniels punching off. She about to stop her, but she punching on her, man. She about to stop, girl, man.
Yo, what?
She stopped her. She stopped her. She got stopped. She got punched on and got stopped.
Yo, what's the YouTube channel?
Today's the green trash, bro.
What's the YouTube channel?
Oh, my bad. Hold on 1 second. It's one of them new channels that be doing illegal stuff. Hold on a second.
Yeah. She sure lost that hype, man. I mean, after she knocked that girl out early in her career, that it just she ain't been the same.
Damn.
Damn, I mean, pummeling her ass.
She didn't. Damn, messed up the setup.
Yep.
Cause Bone gonna, you got to get in the ring with Du Bois.
And what's crazy, y'all, is this chick only had one knockout.
That means she can box. She can box, one knockout.
Yeah, I
So,
found it.
yo, this is a new channel. I think it says live boxing WBO.
Yeah, I'm watching it. It says Scottsdale, but they got a big thing in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, right in the middle of it. She got punched on, man.
Yeah.
Today the green ought to be ashamed of
That girl
herself, man.
breaks over her, bro. She was sitting in the corner because she's whooping. Grab her. Fire up. Lord,
Can't
child.
fight, man. She can't fight, man. You know, she is gonna have a field day, bro.
Hey, what's up with Floyd, man? Y'all think Floyd gonna come on through and act right, man? And
Yeah.
And stop playing and give us the real deal rematch.
I think it's all a game. I think it's a game. I think
Floyd gonna get punched on, man.
Yup. I think Pacquiao gonna punch him for real. I think Pacquiao been active and just he's been in a fighter's mind state for the past 2 years. Floyd trying to defy the odds and say I'm him no matter when, and I don't believe in that. I think you were him when you were training to be him. I think you've been taking a lot of vacation, living your life as you should, but there's a reason why Floyd would rather this might be an exhibition rather than a real fight.
He gotta come on with it, man. You already took the money and all that shit. You gotta come on and get a fight up, bro. You gotta come on and do it, Floyd.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have came back. See, I was telling people, in my opinion, that I felt like Floyd really did that to take shine away from Terence. That's what I felt like. I think Floyd is, from what I've seen throughout the years, he's the type of person where he wants all the attention. And when Terence went out there and defeated, Canelo Alvarez, we seen Terence Crawford everywhere. He on shows that you never thought he'd be on, everybody talking about him. Then here comes Floyd.
Yo, they getting stretcher for Shadeja?
Yeah, she did not look good in that corner.
I'm fighting Mike Tyson. I'm finna do a rematch with Manny Pacquiao. Get the attention off Terence. And then he's sitting there doing fluke-ass deals behind the back. You need to get your ass in the ring and fight Manny Pacquiao. That's what we want to see. you brought it to our attention.
Yeah, I don't think he wants that, man. Pac been too active.
He don't want that smoke for real, man.
Pac been too against real fighters.
He don't want that smoke. Pacquiao getting that whoop Floyd there.
Damn, I wish we could keep this thing in the middle of this damn screen off. You think Shadeja having a fit? You think she having a fit? She trying to act like you think she trying to get out the ring without talking about this ass?
Nah,
that's the worst way to go out on the stretcher. That make it even worse.
When she was in that corner and that girl was punching on her, she looked like she was about to just fade. Like her head looked a little swole too.
Oh, she might have some bleeding in the brain.
Yeah. I don't know if she faking on that one.
See, this is the fight that Shield, she missed the boat. Shield dropped the bag, man.
Oh, I got a better channel that got it for real.
Yeah, I found it too. I'm watching the whole joint.
Yup, I found the live one. We lit. I hope it hanging in for the main event, but we up. Yeah, that place don't look packed at all. Don't go to break. Chill. Don't go to break. You're humbug. But I hope she's okay, man. You don't play boxing, man. You don't play boxing. That's what they keep telling me.
I want to see them bring back the Super 6 series.
I think they need to do that once a year, Easy. Once a year, I think they should do that every year.
Hell yeah.
And that's what by the way, watch out for my video. Because I think there's a hybrid promotion coming, bro. I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be leagues. And
That's what it needs to be, bro.
Going on once a year where all the leagues come in.
All this
and we gonna fight for the undisputed every year.
135 and 147. All these fighters on the best, on the man. Now, come on, get in this series.
Yeah.
If
Wouldn't that be good to look forward to like a Super Bowl, like every year? Every year we look forward to the best of Zuffa, the best of this, the best of that, meeting up on Riyadh season, all the belt, undisputed, a series. But we looking the whole year like football. We looking for the playoffs. We know who's gonna go up, and we gonna have an undisputed champion at the end of the year, bro.
That's what it needs to be. That'll stop all this cap, all this. I'm the man. Then they ought to tell them if you got a title and you don't get in it, you getting stripped and you going to the bottom.
Period.
You going to the bottom.
Just like the AFC, right? Damn, why am I having a football fart right now in my mind? But AFC, NFC, East, West, South, you know what I'm saying? All these leagues show up, and then the playoffs, and then the Super Bowl, bro. It can only be one.
That's the way I want to see boxing become. Well, that can only be one.
That's it.
You could talk all your shit. You can't go and pick, oh, he got a belt. I could go become a champion. He the weaker champion. No, you got to run through everybody.
Right. You got
to fight everybody to get up there.
You got to beat the man. That's the only way you can beat a man.
That's it. Ain't no, oh, I make more money than him. I done did more pay-per-views than him. Look at his defense. Look at what team he with. He across the street. We don't, No, ain't no more of
that. No default, dude. I'm the man by default. I'm the man by default. Nah, bro, you ain't the man, bro. They done took that belt off of Jairo Bakai, that IBF belt, bro. I think they're gonna have Vidal Rally fighting against somebody for that belt. Whoever wins, you ain't the IBF champion, bro. I'm sorry. The IBF champion and the lineal champion will always be Jairo Bakai until somebody takes that shit off of him in the ring, bro. There ain't no belt. Yeah. It just ain't gonna work for me. Sorry. David, you beat Zerto.
He about to cook that boy. He about to cook that boy.
Man, I looked at Zerto. I thought they talking like this dude is actually something.
I mean, Zerto was the guy at 75 like a few years ago.
He ain't the guy right goddamn. That's the way he look. This is like an ass whooping coming. This ain't no fight.
David knows exactly why he made this fight happen. Yeah. He knows exactly. And shout out to David Benavidez because I know he a dude who's generally with the smoke. You know what I mean? I give him his respect, but this one right here was his strategy, bro. He's just not showing. He's taking this dude because he know what he's doing with. He gonna beat the shit out of this dude, become a unified cruiserweight champion, which I will have no problem with if you take
you make that with Ja.
Go over the Ja. Go over the Ja. Let me see.
I got you. That's
then I'm gonna be like, well played. But if you go back down to 175, call that weight to go fight up a Bibber with a bad back and an inactive better BF. Nah, bro. I'm not.
Hey, can't respect it.
I gotta talk about Conor being low. Hey, when Conor being,
this one right here.
When Conor Ben got through fighting that night, it was an old man somewhere wanted to whoop Conor Ben.
Everybody called him out.
I said, I know Shakur Steves and them sitting there pissed off like, damn, I should have fought Conor.
Nah, y'all missed. I didn't watch that fight. Did he look that bad?
Who, Conor?
Yeah.
The reality with Conor Ben is this, right? He's never done nothing significant in his career. He's a fighter who's explosive. He's athletically gifted. He got the genes from his father. But he's never shown and proved in the ring what he can do. And ever since he's come off that egg gate shit, he ain't been the same dude, just like Alicia Baumgartner. He ain't been that guy. So he's just not. He's just one of the most unproven superstars, quote unquote, in the game. Right, a popular fighter who has a big following, but just super unproven. I don't know. I don't know what to say who he really is. And with this weight cut, he looked horrible as far as health is concerned in that fight. He didn't look right. So, but I'm going to give him his respect. He kept it real. He said, that was me coming down, and you guys see me in a weak moment. You guys are judging me. He's like, but that's what's up. Maybe I need it because now it seems like all the big fighters want to fight me because there's money in fighting me. He will have to show and prove sooner rather than later. It's coming.
Right.
It's coming. These next couple of fights is coming. Dana going to find out.
Do y'all actually believe, and this just a question, do y'all think that any of them really duck Conor Benn, or do y'all think Conor Benn is just saying that?
Nobody ducking Conor Benn, but he didn't bring nothing to the table.
Right.
He was with Eddie. Eddie wasn't offering no big money to fight Conor. Now that Conor has, what's attracting people to fighting Conor isn't only how trash he is, it's also Zuffa. The money behind it. They know there's money in it.
And the UK exposure.
Facts. Sky Sports now. Big stage. Big stage.
So him going up and down at his weight, I feel like it's dangerous. So, like, what weight should he be at?
154, 154. But he can't go to 154 because he's going to get trashed there. You got a better chance.
He definitely honest at 54.
You got a better chance at 160, to be honest with you. 154, he's going to get beat the fuck up over there.
Hey, yo, Coach M, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, man. I can't believe today they got cooked so bad, bro. Man, that was a beat down, man. God almighty. Beat down.
I'm going channel to channel, bro.
You don't have the regular ESPN packet on your cable or your Hulu?
No, I got ESPN Plus with my Hulu. I didn't get I guess whatever I got is the Plus, so I can catch whatever ESPN Plus. Mm-hmm. So I was able to catch all the. That's why I got it with the top one. But I guess they're on a different ESPN package and they want me to upgrade. And I ain't doing no more upgrade. They can kiss my ass.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. Top rank on the zone now, so you can definitely kiss your ass.
Listen, and I pay the top. I pay the zone. I pay that $45 a month.
Right, yeah.
Which I don't like doing, but at least they got all the promotions on there.
So, hey, did y'all touch on that Keyshawn and Albright situation, the fight?
A little bit.
What's up, E?
We did a little bit.
Y'all touched it. So y'all like the fight or y'all don't like the fight?
Well, like I said, I understand, and I'm just kind of like I'm riding with Keyshawn, and I'm saying do what you gotta do, but hurry up and get back to business. It's that type of fight. If it's one of those, all right, bro, I'm gonna close my eyes, bro. Just do what you gotta do. Hurry up and get this done with, bro, and get back to business, man.
I look at it like
that's another guy. Keyshawn. To me, he's still got a little bit to prove, man.
I look
champion. He won a few fights. He's like 13, 14 fights in or something like that.
I don't like the Albright fight. I like it and I don't. I like it for the fact that it's like a little rivalry there, you beat my brother type things, like that. But at the same time, like I said earlier, like, why didn't you challenge Frank Martin? Frank Martin, he didn't. If you could fight Albright, you could have challenged Frank Martin. But then, like I had to come back and say, I don't know what went on behind the scenes. Maybe he possibly went at, Frank Martin and, sent him a contract, try to talk to him like, hey, let's fight. And maybe Frank Martin was like, no, not right now. A situation like that.
Would Frank Martin have fought him in Virginia?
Probably.
Frank Martin have fought
that would have been a good
Norfolk?
look, though, man.
Would he have fought Keyshawn?
In Norfolk.
I don't think that would have been a good look because they would have been like, why you fighting the dude who just basically almost got knocked out by Auburn?
And yeah, that's the point I was
Oh
about to
yeah,
make too. I just feel like
that's a
you
good
know,
point. You right. I like that.
this
You
was
right.
supposed to be a showcase for Frank. You know what I mean? After
Yeah.
especially after knocking out Barthélemy, how he did. This is supposed to be a showcase for Frank, which he had it in the bag. He let off the gas the last 3 rounds. He let off the
Yeah,
gas
Ayo,
bad
Frank
those
got a
last
little
three
bit of a
rounds.
chin issue. When he
That's a
get hit
good
right,
point.
them legs go away. When Frank get caught in that hitting that chin, like he got a little bit of a chin issue, bro. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
he
what I
do.
mean? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
But
don't know if Tank broke his chin or if he always had the issue.
that's a valid point. That's a good point you just made about that, about how he almost knocked out Frank Morris. So I ain't think
Yeah.
about that. So that
And,
appreciate
and
that.
he
Yeah, but
beat the shit
Albright
out of
was
his
giving
brother.
Keyshawn some good work the first time they fought, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
I
did.
think it was a majority decision, so I think either one judge had it a draw. So
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like that Keyshawn just went out there and just blowed him out the water, but he didn't.
Right.
And it
And
could
Wu
be
a
the
tough
same
cookie, man.
thing. Yeah, when they fight again, it could be another competitive fight.
And
Because
yeah,
Keyshawn, like I said, Keyshawn, he's on the top ranked diet. He's a big guy. Even the champion that he beat was named Baranchik. I mean, Baranchik was terrified of Keyshawn Davis, man.
you know what I love about Keyshawn? Keyshawn got that old school style fight.
Mm-hmm.
Keyshawn want to come to you and break you and beat your ass. He don't.
Yeah.
He don't want to play. He don't want. He coming straight to you like the '80s, '90s boxing. Like that's what I love about him, though. You know, I think he do a lot of call, but like even taking this fight, I think don't nobody really want to fight him. Keyshawn to me is it could be the next Crawford because he had
Yeah.
for his killer instinct. When he go out there to hurt you. He ain't going out there to play. He don't want to beat
Kind of
you
like
up
Boots, right?
he don't want to beat you up like Shakur. He
Kind
don't
of like
want
Boots,
Nasty
right?
them boots, coach.
he don't want
I just had to throw that in there.
he don't want to stand there and beat you up like Shakur. He want to go out there and beat your ass. He won't make you quit. That's the difference between him. He just got that killer mentality in the ring. But outside the ring, he be doing a lot of lying and stupid shit.
Who?
But,
Keyshawn? But you talking about Keyshawn, right?
yeah, Keyshawn.
Yeah. Keyshawn, he's a victim of this game. He'd rather not be doing what he's doing. But y'all making him do this because he can't get it any other way almost. Like he's gotta troll. He's gotta throw his shots. He's gotta play this game because this game is a wild, wild west, man. It's a wild, wild west. And if I don't do what I gotta do, I won't get the fight. Y'all will duck me all day. Y'all won't fight me. Y'all won't fight me. And he's going through it right now, I believe it.
And that's a good point you made as well, because actually that's really how it was in boxing in the beginning. A lot of people didn't want to fight back in the day. You had to follow people like Jack Johnson and people like who was the champion with the former Chris what's the dude name? Fought George Foreman.
Bird?
No, from Brownsville. You know Mike Tyson, bald head. I see his face right now. He was like, "Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ."
Oh, you talking about Shannon?
Shannon Briggs. He had to follow Klitschko around. You remember he was chasing, slapping water over the table. You know, that's what always would have been in boxing. Roberto Duran going after the Sugar Ray Leonard, cussing him out, calling him. You know, he said even Sugar Ray Leonard admitted, man, he took me out my fight game. I fought the way he wanted to fight, because you disrespect the champion. You can't go to the champion and stand there and oh man, you a great fighter. Yeah, you got power in both hands. And you don't go say that shit. You like, nigga, you suck. Them people you beat ain't shit. I could have beat them with one hand time. That's how you supposed to make the champion doubt himself.
Yep.
You don't go to him with that, oh man, you look beautiful in the last fight. Nah, nigga, fuck you. And your mama.
Yep. Where that dirty bitch at? I told him not to show
I beat you ain't on my level, boy. You like Floyd was talking to De La Hoya. You said, remember, go back and watch tonight when we get out here and see how Floyd was talking to De La Hoya. I'm gonna beat you. He'll put his hand in De La Hoya's face and there, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna let you know who I am.
Hey, you know, that's good to put pressure on yourself like that. So if you talk, you got to back it up.
You got to let that nigga, like, You supposed to make him go home and doubt himself, the champ. I don't care who he done ran through. You got to make him go home and sit there and like, damn. This little dick, I ain't think he was gonna come like this.
Yo, nobody know where to steal this fight at.
And that's what I'm saying. Booth just ain't satisfied with just doing a layup on you. He want to cross you up. He want to break your ankles, and then he want to lay it up on you. And a lot of people don't like the showboating and the fancy stuff, but his demeanor is he wants to take you out.
I love the showboating and the fancy stuff. Like I said, with me and Boots, it's just this. I don't like the fact that he get all this credibility and I ain't see him run through nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? At 35 and 0, we should have seen something by now. We shouldn't even be saying that this guy is his step up fight or this is a fight to prove who Boots is.
Now, I got a question. If you had it your way, who would that be?
Who Boots should fight right now?
Nah, who should have fought 2 or 3 years ago?
Boots.
You 2 or 3 years ago at 147?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he deserved the shot at the champions yet.
So no, I can't say that. You can't say that.
See, you say so now that's that's kind of being hypocritical because you tell him to fight somebody, but then you say he don't deserve the shot.
No. At the time, it was other fighters like Ugis and Sean Porter before it was other fighters that Boots could have went and challenged at 147 was kind of stacked at that time. I felt like Boots really came out of no motherfucking well. And all of a sudden, he deserved a shot at Terence and Arrow when they trying to come together and make an undisputed fight. Boots really showed up at the wrong fucking time.
That ain't his fault, though.
It ain't his fault, but he showed up at the wrong time. Boots didn't.
Sean Porter said he wasn't going to fight him.
And also this, Boots didn't fight nobody to even be mentioned with an Errol Spence or a Terence Crawford. He didn't fight nobody to even be talking about a damn title shot with them. Now, you could say he was in there in the rankings to come up in belts, but who he fought to? Boots came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden we see a dude that moving like Roy Jones, and then we say, oh, he can beat Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Well, damn.
But all I can say is now look, you just took the 2 top fighters out of there. Danny Garcia is from Philadelphia and says verbatim, I am not fighting this guy. I am not getting on his resume. Those are his words, not mine. Sean Porter said the same exact thing. So all them old guys, they didn't pass the torch to Boots. They just said, I'm not fighting him. Because maybe they didn't have enough, it wasn't lucrative enough to make them get in the ring with Boots.
Let me go real quick.
Go ahead.
The thing of it is, though, Coach Eddie, I say like this. The most realistic option for Boots would have been Crawford had he would have stayed in that sanctioning body, because at the time and I'm here about not arguing with your points. I'm just saying it's like if he really wanted that belt or belt, just any belt, at that time, Bud was having that trouble get that fight with Spence, and then the WBO was vacant for number 1. Boots was number 2. And he solidified himself in that IBF when he fought Castillo Clayton. You know what I mean? So it's just I just wish he would have stayed in WBO and fought Bud, because Bud was fighting his mandatories and he had no choice.
This is another part. If Boots really wanted to fight Bud, when Bud beat Madrimov for that title and he was there at the fight, he walked past him, remember? Why didn't he challenge Bud for the WBA title at 154?
Because
he just said that he didn't have no business in the ring with Bud.
Right.
Boots played that game so long, man. And listen, I remember being on the Boxing Voice and trying to put in the best words. And some of the Boots fans got mad at me, and I said he has somewhat of a forked tongue about the way he carries himself in boxing. The way he's always available to fight anybody, but won't push to fight nobody. Right? The way, hey, man, whatever. I ain't worried. I'll fight that guy. So do you want to fight him or not? Hey, man, I ain't scared to fight him. I'll fight him. Will you fight him? Do you want to fight him next? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you state your claim? A lot of Boots fans were pushing hard for that Terence Crawford fight, but I always said back to him, he not pushing for it though. Why ain't he pushing for it though? Why ain't he saying something? Why ain't he showing up to the fight the way he did with Virgil? Why he ain't saying something on an interview with YSM and saying that's the fight I'm trying to get next? I need that fight. He's never done that. He's never done it not once.
He showed up the Errol Spence fight and said he wanted that fight.
Where was he in the crowd or something? Being interviewed? He's always getting
he was in the crowd. He was in the crowd. The camera pointed to him, and they asked Errol Spence. They asked Errol Spence, "Do you want to fight Boots Ennis?" And Errol Spence was like, he got to do something, or he got to step his game up, or something to that effect.
You know who will beat Errol Spence right now, in my opinion?
We should just put a nice two-piece on him.
Devin Haney.
Errol Spence?
You think so?
I think Devin Haney will outbox Errol Spence right now if they were to fight.
Oh,
I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, right now, yeah, I agree.
He'll outbox the shit out of Errol Spence.
He would.
I think so. Now, Errol always got a chance of knocking him out. You know, one punch changed everything. But if Devin can maneuver, Devin with that style he got in his boxers, using that jab and move, yeah, he'll beat Errol Spence right now.
Do you think that Turkey and Devin are out? You think Turkey's kind of done with Devin?
I think somebody done with Devin because Devin should have had a fight by now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Facts.
Somebody pissed off with Devin Haney right now.
Facts.
I think it's the entertainment value, man. I think that's what it all boils down.
It's because he won't pull the trigger, coach. He won't pull the trigger, coach. When he has a fighter, when he had Regis hurt, he wouldn't pull the trigger. When he hurt Brian Norman, he wouldn't turn it up. He coasted.
I was looking at it like the Haneys normally do. I was thinking like, damn, maybe it's so much competition out here that they can't really scout nobody that they can just whoop. So maybe they just sitting back and seeing and dissecting opponents and saying like, oh, well, we're going to choose this one. But it's been so long and they got so many people who want to fight. And I'm like, it's something got to be going on behind the scenes because they could fight damn near anybody right now. Everybody want to fight them. So the fuck going on?
It's the money's out there.
So how they trying to get the Ryan fight so easy?
Terence put out a message, and he told you guys what the plans he had for 2026. He mentioned Ryan Garcia, he mentioned Connor, and he mentioned Anthony Joshua. He ain't mentioned Devin. He ain't mentioned Devin, bro. Out of sight, out of mind, man. I think Turkey, 2 years ago, Turkey told us, he had 2 years left. He said for the next 2 years, you're going to see a lot of events. I think those 2 years is up, and I think he's made up his mind. By the way, he's fucking with Shakur. He ain't fucking with Devin.
That's the fight that makes Shakur and Devin, man.
But the thing about it is that's why Shakur talking his shit. That's why Shakur's sitting here going 144 catch weight. Rehydration clause 147. Because Shakur's really the A-side. Because Turkey got Shakur's back. Same thing with Ryan Garcia.
Dropped down 145, no rehydration clause. Beat him halfway.
I mean, hey, man, like Shakur said, come to the table. Let's negotiate. It don't got to be all my way, but it ain't going to be all your way either. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be me coming to your backyard and fight you because you're the big, nah, bro. We're going to negotiate and we're going to make it make sense for both of us.
I seen the Xander interview. Xander was like, man, he was going to run through Devin, like, with no questions. Like,
I think he would have beat Devin's ass.
Yeah, he'd beat Devin's ass.
He said, I'm going to run through him. He said, I promise you. The way he said it is like, I believe you. Anytime you just say you just going to run through somebody, I mean, you really believe in that.
He laughed like, yeah, man, Brady, you're like, I was going to run through him. Like, he knows. Xander's a confident young bull, but the thing about Xander is he hasn't shown me cap. I haven't seen cap from Xander. So it's like Terence or Shakur. people can say whatever what they want to say, but they don't cap. When Terence Crawford went to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? Remember first he said, nah, weight classes. Then he came back. He's like, nah, you know what? You know what that showed me? He ain't got no cap in his game. At first, he was honest. He was like, but then he looked at Canelo and was like, nah, I get him. No, make that fight happen. I'll get him. I knew he was going to get him when he did that. He won't lie. Before even, no cap.
He won't lie. Man, even with David Benavidez, they were like, H, no.
Exactly.
No cap.
No cap. Why I gotta do that? I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. Same thing with Xander. Xander ain't got no cap in him, man. He really believes he's gonna do something to Boots. Now, he could lose. I mean, I'm leaning towards Boots to win, but I'm telling you, don't sleep on that will, that belief, man. See it, believe it, achieve it.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but I remember somebody, Mikey Garcia said, I see something too.
Oh, yeah.
I see something.
Yeah. He saw an ass whooping. That's what he saw.
That's the other side of that conversation, right? There's another side to it, too. I hear you.
Yeah, we saw
an ugly side to that conversation.
You getting your ass whooped.
We're going to have to see.
Mike retired after that, then.
Nah, he got beat up by Sandor Martin after that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got beat up by Sandor Martin.
Yeah, I think Errol Spence broke him, man. That fight should have been stopped. He took a beating in that fight, man.
Man, Crawford could have been stopped Errol Spence, y'all. He could have stopped Errol earlier than the 9th round. He just wanted to beat on Errol, y'all.
Yeah.
He just wanted to beat him.
And you don't think there was another part of him that was kind of like, I'm waiting on this dude to turn up. Like, he ain't never turned up. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, the whole time, Errol just ain't turned up. And I think there was a part of Terence was like, yeah, I know you probably waiting on me to get a little overconfident and turn up on me. And he was just more like, he just ended up in that 9th round, like, just whooping your ass. Like, it's like, oh, man, you really ain't got nothing.
He definitely let up on him, though, for sure.
Yeah.
He definitely let up on him.
Man, I ain't seen no. That's probably. I ain't seen no dominant ass
whooping crap out of each other.
That was
one of the biggest hype fights that did not live up to the expectations. I feel like.
Errol and Terence?
No, hold on. It lived up to the expectation, but it was just you didn't expect nobody to be that dominant like that. I was thinking this finna be a war.
I'm about to get clipped, bro.
Easy. When he pushed Errol off, I think it was the 2nd round when Errol tried to grab him, he pushed him off. I said, my wife was there, my kids. I said, it's done.
That's it. That's it. He mentally destroyed him right there. Everybody, he too small. He too
output.
When he pushed him off, like get up off me, I was like, it's over. That's it. That's the fight. That's where the fight was decided for me.
But Baumgartner getting punched on, bro.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Yeah, I'm watching the coach. I'm watching.
It's a fight.
Off fast. Yeah.
I hope she get her ass whooped. I really do.
She in a fight, man.
That Asian took some solid licks though in the first.
I think the best fight I ever seen Terence Crawford with was the Jose Benavidez fight.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yep.
I was sitting on the edge of the bed. I was like, man, you better be careful because this dude's trying to knock your block off, Crawford.
And there was a great build-up. Terence almost knocked him out on that damn weigh-in. That fight had a nice story to it. Terence took a shot at him, boy. Boy, that would have connected.
It's over with. Now, but that's how it
was. Well, he swung with everything he had and missed that dude by. I was like,
oh, you talking about Jose?
Yeah, when
oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Crawford takes chances, man. And that's what fighters do. They're looking for the knockout. You got to take some type of chance to throw them shots, man. And I think that's been the knock on Shakur and Devin. Especially Devin will have guys hurt and won't go after him. Like, bro, this dude is doing a stanky leg. Get this guy out of here so we can go home, man.
But you know what? Most of their problem is today is they don't try to punch through their opponents like they used to do back in the day. They point system fighters. They want to look pretty and win on points. They don't even throw multiple punches no more. All you see is this jab. They throw a jab.
A
Jab.
little two
One,
punch
two.
combination. Stab you
One,
to the
two.
body, move around you.
A body shot, move. They ain't no punching for real. They ain't punching through nobody trying to knock them out. They just want to, oh, I hit you.
There's fighters who's doing it, but they don't get the recognition for doing it. Like, I think Keyshawn does that. Keyshawn try to punch right through you. He try to hurt you.
Yes.
You know?
David Benavidez do it.
Yeah.
But half these dudes, they want to go.
I mean, Tank does it. Tank does it.
Look pretty and want to finesse.
Tank try to hurt you with his shots. It's in neutral corners. What's going on here? Are they wiping the corners down?
Are these 3-minute rounds or 2-minute rounds?
I think it's 3.
I think 3 minutes.
3 minutes. There's no WBC title. It's 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, 3. I see it. Okay.
So Alicia getting her ass whooped?
Nah, they're just fighting. It's a fight, man. They fighting for real. Shin walking her down, but Alicia putting the punch. I think she just hurt her. I think Alicia just hurt her. She knocked her down, yeah. Oh, no, she pushed her down. They're not counting the knockdown.
She better not look bad.
Hands on her.
She better not look bad because I know the boy is sitting by Twitter right now.
when this girl went down in weight to fight Baumgartner, right? She went down in weight, right?
Carolyn.
No, Bo Shin, whatever her name is.
I think so, because Carolyn fought her before.
Right. I think she fought her up. She was at 1, because Carolyn's at 135, right?
Yeah.
This is a 130-pound fight. She had a moment, but she's actually getting stalked. Alicia waiting on her. Go walking on that lead hands back.
Oh, that lady got a big head, man.
Hell yeah, I was just gonna say that she taking them shots pretty well.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice left hook. Damn. But she taking it though. That's the whole thing about it. She taking it. So. Yeah, Alicia Baumgartner could beat Carolyn's ass too, though. Don't get it twisted. She let her hands go like she let them go right here. She's been very accurate with her punches. Laser accurate, bro.
She can't miss that big head though. Somebody else got a big head too.
I ain't gonna lie, she look a little tired.
Gonna remain nameless though.
Who, Xander?
Yeah, it's hard to miss that big pumping head, man.
Xander got a decent.
I ain't got no room to talk. I got a big head too, but I'm just saying that this girl do got a big. This lady do got a big head, man. And Xander,
she got a chin too, man. Damn,
yeah, she eats some shots, man.
The thing about it is how long can Alicia Baumgartner keep this up? It's very early in the fight.
Exactly. I was just saying that she looked gassed.
Yeah, look like she punched herself out, didn't she?
Yeah.
Damn, I was
grabbing on her. She's holding on to her, the conditioning. And this is where Carolyn Dubois kind of had an issue with this girl as well. Carolyn kind of was hitting her with a lot of clean shots, putting a lot of work on her. But in those championship rounds, Carolyn started getting tired.
And this on Netflix, right, y'all?
No, this is on ESPN.
Damn. I thought it was gonna be on Netflix.
Even physically, Alicia Baumgartner does not look like she used to look, bro. She's completely different. She's not the fighter she was before the performance enhancement drugs, bro. It's the truth.
Yeah, kind of like Conor Ben. Seems like he done lost all his steam, man.
I wish this thing would just get out from the middle of the screen, man.
They trying to charge pay-per-view for everything. This ain't no fight like that for no goddamn pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm not paying no ESPN upgrade for MVP. Sorry. I should have put that on the ESPN Plus. I would have been right there for it. I'd have been calling the fight tonight if I had on ESPN Plus.
I gotta see if one of my sites work. Hopefully it will.
Yeah, there you go. Start digging to that body.
Yeah.
All them damn headshot.
She need to slow this fight down because Shorty got a chin on her. Ooh, nice hard left hook. Nice left hook to the body again. But she ain't coming back on her. Oh, big overhand right by Alicia Baumgartner by that left hook. Turned around. There goes Tim right back on that jab, walking her down, putting that pressure on her, making her let them hands go. Ooh, nice hard right hand to the body. Ooh, nice hard right hook from Chin.
Yeah.
Nice uppercut. Chin pushing her back, being physical. Nice work to the body by Chin. Nice work to the body. She's working with him. She's working into the body. Working into the body. She's working into the body.
Nice straight.
She ain't fighting. Nice left hook to the body right there. Nice right hook to the body. She working into the body. Nice overhand right. Watch Chin. I don't know, bro. I can't really see the fight because it's still in the screen. I'm catching what I can, but it feels like Chin kind of changing the momentum a little bit. Am I bugging?
I agree,
You gotta
man.
admit, I mean,
Baumgartner
at least
like
he
she's
getting
gassing
tired.
out, bro.
At least he getting tired. You know what I mean?
It's too early in the fight for Alicia to be looking like this. Alicia look like she in the 8th, 9th round.
Yep.
I think this girl's making her fight faster than she wants to fight because she's doing a lot of holding now.
Exactly. She can't stay on that stick like she want to because that girl just in a grill.
But that's what my old trainer used to say. You want to wear somebody out, test their condition, and make them fight fast.
Yup. And she letting her hands go too. She letting her hands go. She's not just Shin putting hands on her.
Yep.
Alicia's holding on for dear life. She could lose the point to keep driving like this.
Yeah. She ain't invest in that body either, though. That's another thing.
I think Shin won this round.
Do y'all smell another upset?
Possibly.
Possibly if it keep going like this.
Alicia just seems like the smaller, not puncher, trying to punch. It looks weird. Like she look weird. She looks like the smaller person. Like looks like she could be boxing more. And she tried to hurt this girl early and hit her with a lot of clean shots, but I think she's too. Yeah, Caroline.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm finna go and get off, y'all. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning, unfortunately. I thank everybody for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all time, man. I thank y'all very much. You are more than welcome to come back anytime I'm on. I appreciate it. And y'all have a blessed night. Enjoy y'all weekend, fellas.
Salute, fellas.
I'm up out of here, man.